What is going on, everybody? Yes, here we are, post game. Not what we wanted, not what we thought. We gave the Giants the credit of being a better team than a record, but still did not believe that a coach could have 2 weeks to prepare for a team they just played in a division. You know what they do. Maybe not what Joe Judge is preaching, but you know their personnel. And we came out and just laid an egg. Doug Peterson cannot, I repeat, cannot call the game. His situational football was something I was hard on early. It's starting to be his football in general because he don't know when to run. He don't know how to run. He obviously can't count because he goes for a 2-point conversion when you put yourself in the situation to be down by 3. That's why you went for the 2-point conversion last time. You got it. And by the way, check this out. The first touchdown was a run play. The second touchdown was a run play. The first conversion on 2-point was a run play. And on your second conversion, you passed the ball. Listen, it's hilariously not hilarious. The Philadelphia Eagles, I thought I was going to learn a lot from them, and I honestly did. That under this coaching staff, nobody's going to hit their ceiling. People are only going to play half of what they can give you. You got talented people on this roster, but we're making them look untalented. I'll start by saying that.
Go ahead, Gates.
Yeah, I can't blame it on personnel. I think that's an excuse. We have enough personnel to win this division, win this game. We have enough personnel to win multiple games this season, right now, as it stands currently. Okay, I just can't accept that excuse. To me, it's not reasonable. This was by far one of the poorest efforts I have ever watched from Doug Peterson. This defense is tricky to beat. It's not particularly good. Two guys that are pretty good. His defensive line is pretty good, okay? It has personnel that can play. But what makes it good is that the guys that you could try to target, they run a scheme to make it hard for you to do that. They run a cover 2 man under scheme, which makes it really difficult to hit the edges and to get over the top on them. Okay, they proposition their entire defense on that premise. And the fact that Doug has already seen his defense once this year, had an extra week to prepare for it, and that was the product that he threw out there in terms of the play calling, it bothers me, man. It bothers me a lot because I don't consider myself to be an NFL caliber coach. I'm not deluded. I'm not delusional. I can tell you with 1,000% certainty I could have called a better game than Doug today. 1,000% could have. As a matter of fact, I know 70 people that could have come out there and called a better game than that. Have never called a game at an NFL level or even college level and could have called a better game than that because we understand the basic principles of what that coverage scheme is and how you beat it. And the fact that we abandoned the run the way we abandoned the run, and just look at the game, the cues to the game. You want to know why we didn't convert on a third down? Because we failed to use the running game to set us up for easy conversions on third down.
We had some third and shorts.
This was a defense. This was a defense that you have to run on. You have to run on it because the corners have their back to you because they're playing man under. Okay? You got safeties backed off the line of scrimmage. You have to win on the line of scrimmage, and you have to run. And when you throw the ball, it has to be to the edges, into the flats. It has to be across the middle. Okay? It's going to be really hard to get anything down the field on the edges. It's going to be really hard to get anything down the field, period. Okay? The fact that Doug called the game today, I'm beyond frustrated with him right now. I honestly feel like, you know what, Howie? It's time for you to earn your paycheck, step in, and strip this man of play calling. Just flat out.
It can't get any worse.
Not need to call another game.
Go ahead, Fresh.
Yo, that. If y'all don't know who I am, I go by Fully Fresh. But today, I got the hood on. I am the general today because I got people to talk to, man. I ain't even gonna lie to you. Here's the thing with me, man. Situational football sucks. Special teams sucks. Doug Peterson, why are you still play calling? I need to give you that. I need for you to give that up yesterday. Like, seriously, I don't know anybody in the NFL who is worse at play calling than you right now. You are at the bottom of the list, and I like Doug as a head coach. I'm not even going to fraud y'all. I think he's a leader of men. I think that the players like to play for him. I think that he galvanizes the team.
I agree.
But when it comes to play calling, oh my gosh, we in a heap of trouble. But everybody's just going to talk about who's on the field. And that's a problem with me, man. Even the 2-point conversions, I don't understand it. I don't get it. You went for the first one, you got it. I really didn't agree with it, but you got it. All right,
first one, I understand it. It's to get it in beside. It's to get it close to 3. You know what I mean? But the second one was just stupid.
I understand that, Mike. Let me go and I'll let you rebuttal, man.
No, you're good.
Listen, I texted y'all in the group chat. Why are you going for the second one? I understand if you kick a field goal, you're only down 4. Now, I grinded Jake Elliott up, but does that mess with a guy's confidence? You want to talk about a leader of men? Let your guy kick a freaking field goal. Who knows if you're going to need him at the end of the game? Get him some reps. All right, you're going to be down 4. So the hell what? Running the football. I understand you want to show off your new toys. I understand you want to prove everybody that you and Carson Wentz, because of this whole thing with Brett Favre and all. I don't give a damn about none of that. What did I tell y'all pregame? I care about W's. I don't care who gets the stats. I don't care who gets the praises. I don't care if Carson Wentz throws for 95 yards and we get the dub. Why didn't you learn when we played the Packers last year? Carson Wentz only had like 180 yards, 175 yards, something like that passing. But we got the W because you ran the football. Why didn't you learn from the Chargers game in 2017 when you ran the football? Miles Sanders is leading the league at yards per rush. But yet and still, you want to shy away from it. He should be having Dalvin Cook numbers. Yes, I said it. He should be having these high. He should be having Henry numbers. Yes,
20 plus.
When you look at it, man, I'm pissed. I'm not even gonna lie to y'all. It's so frustrating to me, man. Now, let's talk about Carson Wentz. People want to say, Carson Wentz, you need to give what the defense gives you. You need to take what the defense gives you. You need to throw the football away. I seen him do both of that. I seen him just try to let the game come to him. But it's hard to do that when your coach is just completely absolved of what's going on the football field. And once again, we seen him roll out, right? Only when he rolled out. And we seen big plays happen. No rollouts, not running the football enough. You know what I mean? Not using your best players. Dallas Goedert only had like 2 targets. Travis Fulgham, who dropped the football. Miles Sanders, who dropped the pass. You know what I mean? It's like, I ain't gonna lie to y'all. It's a lot to blame, and we ain't even get at the defense yet. I didn't even get at Mr. Jim Schwartz yet. I didn't get at the linebackers yet. I didn't get at Josh Sweat yet. Yes. Even though I pick dudes, I will grind you up. I don't give a damn who you are. Josh Sweat.
Play bad.
They did. I don't think Fletcher Cox played bad. Shout out to Fletcher Cox. Coming back and having your shoulder dislocated and put back in place and coming right back in the game. Mm-hmm. Come on, man. You get all the love from me.
I love it.
Brandon Graham, once again, he showed up. But my thing was, now he did switch it in the second half, but I thought that they shied away from the concept of the QB and running back run thing that they had going on. But at the same time, you knew this last time we played them, Jim. What you thought they wasn't going to do it again? Daniel Jones be looking like an all. Excuse me, yo. Daniel Jones looking like an all-star when he plays us. That's a problem, man. Like it's so frustrating, man. I'll let y'all go, man. I got to get some more things to talk about in my head because right now I'm so frustrated. I'm so furious because this should have been an easy win. It should have been, but everything is a struggle because of these coaches, man. Go ahead, Charles.
Yeah. So 2020. I saw a lot of what you posted there, man. I'll just give you my perspective on it. You know that I'm a Carson fan, but I'll give it to you straight. The one thing I don't accept about the way you're throwing out the 21 from 37, so my apprehension to that 2020, it would be that doesn't factor in Doug's play calling and how his poor execution as a play caller caused Carson to have to press things, which caused very unlikely plays to have to occur there. And that's going to drive down your completion rate. So I don't think that factors in that. And I saw the stat you put up there about scoring, 24 points or less. Yeah, but I mean, if we're going to be fair, man, we also got to look at the injuries. We got to look at the issues with the offensive line, the lack of personnel in certain, especially last year. I don't think that's a fair one either, because I think it does deprive some of the context of what's going on. Now, if you want to talk about the season as a whole, Carson's been a problem. In this game, Carson was not our problem. Yeah, I thought Carson did what Carson needed to do. He played smart and he took what the defense gave him. Okay. This is not an easy defense to play against. Okay. Because they're not going to allow you to get it deep. They're just not. You're going to have to draw them up with the run to get them deep. And we just didn't do enough to do that. Mike's been trying to chime in for a minute, man. So I'm going to let him go. Go ahead, Mike. I'm sorry.
No, you're perfectly fine. And I agree with you. Look, for 3 quarters, I defended Carson Wentz on there because when I do the play-by-plays, as soon as Carson just breathes wrong, they want to get him out there for Hurts. Hurts comes out there and he fumbles a snap because Kelsey was a culprit of throwing low balls throughout the whole game. And also, when Carson Wentz fell, yes, it was a demoralizing play because it was 3rd and 1. We convert that 3rd down. We're in a position to possibly get a score. It's a what-if situation. You don't know, and we won't know. But guess what? Kelsey stepped on his leg. You could be whoever you are. If you got a 300-pounder, whatever Kelsey weighs, step on your leg, you're going down, Julie Brown, all right? Look, it comes to this. Carson Wentz, they were like, he missed Alshon. He missed Miles. He missed these guys. The replay shows it was a tip ball. A tip ball is going to affect a lot of things. Here's my thing about Carson Wentz, and this is what kind of hurt me. He didn't do nothing to lose this game at all, but he didn't do nothing to win it. But that's kind of what we were asking for, right? Just take what it gives you, take what the defense gives you. Don't play hero ball, and he did it. He did exactly what we were screaming to. But again, the play calling, the situational football put him in a situation that if you take what the defense gives you and the play call is giving you, it's a lot to be wanted. Yeah. And so look, it comes down to TF13, a solid guy, missed a couple catches, a couple unfortunate situations. Like I said, 3rd down penalties, holding penalties, stepping on my guy's leg, throwing the ball multiple times to the ground. If Miles Sanders ain't just a Miles Sanders, we don't get that 1st down. He got a 2nd and 6 because he just picked it up and said, see ya. So there's a lot of things. This team in general was not prepared. And the preparation of a team coming off the bye week, we're so used to Andy Reid and never losing off the bye week. Well, I don't know what our record is under Doug, but we weren't prepared. Listen, if I'm Howie and I'm trying to save my job, because he didn't do the best in putting his team together. But he got TF13, he got Darius Slay, who got beat one time, and people are already trying to say Slay's a bust. I mean, if Slay's a bust, well, what about everybody else getting cooked on our all defense? Eventually, as a defensive back, you're going to get beat. Jalen Ramsey gets beat. Patrick Peterson gets beat. Marshawn Lattimore gets beat. Tre'Davious White, Stephon Gilmore, they will get beat. They don't get beat often. But look, there's so much blame to go around. And for the Carson Wentz haters, he definitely didn't lose you the game. But again, because of how bad we in general played against the Cowboys, I was like, come on. You got the bye week. Doug used it. Carson used it. These were my 2 culprits. So I was watching them the most. And I swear to God, I just don't know what goes on in Doug's head. And when he gets on a podium, he's going to say, because he says way too much.
I ain't gonna lie. I just got a tweet of what he said. No, real rap. It's right here. Shout out to John Clark, man.
What'd he say?
It's hard to explain. Effort, intensity. It had nothing to do with it at all. I felt like the guys were ready to go. I'm obviously disappointed. It's on me. We've got to stop shooting ourselves in the foot. It's not good enough. You think? Do you think?
Yeah.
Because here's the thing, man. Here's the thing. And I'm not going to lie. I have not been listening to, people send me stuff. Shout out to all of y'all. Hit me on Instagram, Facebook, and also in the chat. Shout out to all of y'all. But I don't listen to Doug interviews no more. It makes me so mad. I'm not even going to lie to you. Stuff like this makes me mad. Stop telling me the freaking obvious. Tell me what you going to do to change it. Tell me that, what I'm doing is not working. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to give a Richie Rich. I'm going to give a Marty Morningwig the play call sheet.
Richie Rich to get second.
And see what happens. Even your old head, even the guy that you look up to, doesn't call plays. Give it up, man. Seriously, yeah. I don't think that we're not going to go anywhere until he gives up the play call. And go ahead and get at your super chat, Mike, and then I'll finish.
No, not finish. Go ahead, because it's good what you're saying. It's
so
true.
My thing is, and another thing that can we talk about special teams? And I said this in my do's and don'ts. Can I get something from y'all pretty please with sugar on top? I get nothing. Greg Ward needs to stop fielding punts. He is bad at it. Seriously, I like Greg Ward. I feel as though he's very, very efficient when it comes to catching the football. He doesn't get a lot of yak, kind of like Zach Ertz, but that's cool. You use him as a third down type of guy. But when it comes to fielding punts, nah, I'm done. I thought Rhaegar.
Hey, actually, Rhaegar was worse because he kept letting it go over his head.
I just don't get it, man. I don't understand what's going on with this team. I don't understand the situational football plays. I don't understand how they are not coached up and ready to go. Because your main thing should have been coming on defensive side, coming into the football game. Daniel Jones can run. Daniel Jones is athletic.
Yeah.
Make sure you do not crash on the running backs. Yeah. Now, like I said, they did that in the second half, but it was kind of too late, man.
Yeah, your boy Josh Sweat was really selling it. He was just going at Daniel Jones every time. But like you said, a little too late.
Yeah, it was kind of too late, man. And you gave them momentum. That's what killed us. They came out from a rip and was just driving down the field. You know what I mean? You can't let that happen, man. It's hard to overcome that, especially when you're starting at your 10-yard line every single drive.
Three possessions in a row, Reese. 9-yard line, 6-yard line, 11-yard line.
Yep.
3 possessions in a row.
That's what I'm saying. And what do you want Carson Wentz to do with that? I got to go 90 yards every single down with a mid-shift line who I don't know who's going to stay healthy. Now, I'm not going to say that the offensive line didn't play bad. You know what I mean? I thought that during that fourth quarter, I don't know what the hell happened. They just started blitzing, getting more pressure.
They were coming.
What happened to Kelsey?
I seen Miles Sanders act like he don't know who to block. You know what I mean? He in the middle blocking nobody when the guy
Rodgers getting beat too.
It was a debacle.
It's tough, man, because there's so much of these circumstances surrounding this stuff. And that's it. 2020, I hear what you're saying, man. But here's my problem with saying that. You can't say like, oh, he's a $128 million quarterback and he can't win us games. Then in the same time, when he goes into Hero Bowl mode and starts making the mistakes because he's being
loses
fresh
us
to
the
do
game.
it, then he's you know what I'm saying? Like, you got to be fair, man. You can't say play within the scheme, play within the system, and then when he plays within the scheme and he plays within the system, and then the scheme and the system wasn't good enough to beat the opponent, it's not right to then look at him and say it's him. That's your coach then. That's the system. That's the scheme.
And that's why it's always going to have to be at the end of the day. Listen, real quick, let's get this out of the way. Jalen Williams with a $2 super chat. Game was in decimate of the coaches and penalties. I agree.
Indictment, bro. Indictment.
Yeah, indictment. I'm all right. Look, I ain't the best reader in the world, you know what I'm saying? But look,
I ain't nothing wrong with it, but
guess what though? Indictment, you're right. What am I talking about? Look, I can still call a better game than Doug. Put me on the sticks. But look, listen, real talk. $128 million quarterback, no matter how you feel about the guy, right? Mm-hmm. You're going to give him every opportunity to succeed. And obviously, we do see that the coaching has been a big problem. So listen, Carson Wentz didn't win us the game, didn't lose us the game. Coaching did it. Yeah. Now it comes down to, are we going to go forward with, we're going forward one of them. You're not getting rid of both of them. So at the end of the day, it's like this. Doug Peterson probably has two options unless Howie gets fired. And then, again, because I do believe there's tension. I believe there's tension between Howie and Doug. And it's like, who is Jeff Lurie going to pick at the end of the season? Regardless, I think Doug Peterson got two options. He either gets an OC in here and has him in the game plan or calling the plays, or he has to be fired because, like you said, Fresh, I think as a leader of men, a player's coach, a guy who can galvanize the group, who can really get on the player's level, he can do that. But if you don't have a guy who's doing the X and the O's with him, and he's the only X and O guy, it's a problem. So it comes down to, will Doug give it up, or will Howie make the move, or will Jeff Lurie sign off on who's the guy that's staying? Because I don't think both of them are going, but I don't think both of them are staying. So it's too much. Howie has maybe game day say, maybe not. Is it Doug? Is it Howie? He wants personnel. He got personnel. It's still kind of crappy. Like, there's too many cooks in the kitchen.
Mike and Gates, can we do something different here? Because I'm reading these chats, and I just want to know if y'all cool with it. Can we bring some of these people up here? Because people is no, seriously, like, people saying what they saying, and I want to give them a chance because I understand everybody pissed. So can we get them a chance?
Yeah, I'm cool with that.
Mike?
All right, I'm going to post it. That means we all got to post it in everybody's chat and then pin it.
All right. I got to find it.
Because so 2020. Listen, man, I'll never say anything definitive without seeing the coach's film, because it's really hard to get a feel for stuff. But I will say, from my eye test, I thought Carson played really well. He missed an early timing route with Alshon. Dude, they haven't played together this year. I mean, it's going to happen, man. I mean, it was early in the game. That kind of stuff happens. One of the other throws that I distinctly remember that was a deep passing route that Carson missed. It wasn't that he missed it. I think it was Mayo dropped back in the zone deep, and he had to get the ball up and over Mayo, and it caused it to sail just a tad. It wasn't like, you know what I'm saying? It's not like the ball, like, mechanics were off and he was missing it. It was circumstance causing it. Like, I don't think he played bad, man. I mean, that's my opinion. I don't think Carson played particularly bad. I don't think that's what would happen. I don't think that's the problem. I think this was Doug, man.
It's pinned on my channel, so feel free to come in again. Listen, guys, you can only hold 10 people backstage. So we got 3 already in here. So 7 more can come back in. So if it says that you can't come in, you just got to wait a little bit and try again. That means someone else got to come in. I mean, someone else got to leave for you to come in. So shout out to Fresh for bringing the...
It's put on my channel. And listen, we're going to let y'all get your stuff off, but I know there's a lot of people that want to say something, so it's not going to be over like 3 minutes, man.
No, yeah. Here's going to be like this. You're going to get to come on here, and you're going to get to talk to one of us. So when you come on here, say your rebuttal, but who you want to dignify it to. You're going to say your thing. They're going to say their thing, and we're going to move on, all right? Because there's going to be a lot of people.
I know. That's what I want. That's what I want. Bring them in. Bring them in.
So, listen, if you have a question for Fresh, for Gate, for me, you come and say, Mike, what is your take on this? This is what I see. This is what you see. We say it, and we go about our day because, you know, it is what it is.
And yeah, like my man B More Philly said, no cussing, gentlemen. We try to keep this thing clean.
Yeah, we clean.
Who you got in there, Mike?
Two people came in, but then two people jumped back out quickly.
I guess once we set the rules, they like, oh no.
Yeah, I was about to click on him, and then he got out. So listen, hey, they're gonna say, listen, all you can listen.
I just want everybody to realize that I'm not giving up on the season. I think that we can beat Cleveland. They just struggled. They only put up like 10 points or something like that
against Houston's defense.
Yeah, exactly. So it's like, damn. Now, what I can say about our defense, Avonte Maddox, I gave him the player to stick out. And what did I say though? I feel as though he's not in the right position. I still feel like that, man.
All right, we got our first guy on here. It's one of the guys who've been on Battle Birds already. It's your boy, Bashir Randall, in the building. Go ahead and speak your mind, my guy.
Yo, Uncle Fresh, I gotta ask you a question, man.
What's
up with the defense, bro? It sucks.
I was just getting into that, man. What you want to know about it? On what level?
On Derek Barnett, he's a bum. He's a bum, bro. He needs to go.
I already told you how I feel about Derek Barnett. I think Josh Sweat is better than him. I did see him make some plays, but the penalties is a problem to me. You know what I mean? The penalties from McGriddle or McGrill, whatever the hell his name is.
T.Y. McGill. T.Y. McGill. Hey, hang on. I got to check this one before it comes in. B More, do not bring up that he's from NC State, bro.
Y'all can see who I can't see who backstage. But anyway, Neff, here's the thing, man. It's discipline, it's eye discipline. And that come with coaching to me, man. Like you seen Daniel Jones run an 80-yard run on you. It should have been for a touchdown if they didn't have that Buffalo Wild Wings person press that button and make him trip. You know what I mean? So when you look at it, man, it's eye discipline to me, little homie. And I gotta blame it on the coaching, but at the same time, you should know what you're facing. You know what I mean? But if your coach, if your defensive coach is telling you one thing, and we seen it in the second half, what did Josh Sweat do? He switched up everything because it probably was Jim Swiss telling him this. But that should have been in-game things. This is the problem that I had with the offensive defensive coaching. It's not in-game things. It's either adjustments at halftime or adjustments the next game. No, I need adjustments when you see things are going wrong.
Yeah, man, I appreciate you, man. I'm about to hop out of here. I'm about to, get up some of my keys for my next video and all that stuff, man. But appreciate y'all for taking my call, man. I'll highlight y'all later. Stay safe.
You already know. Yo, that.
Yo, that.
All right, we got Jason in here. Jason is in the building. What's going on, my guy?
Hey, what's going on? This is my thing, Philly Mike. I've been a diehard Eagles fan since the early 80s. My problem with Howie is the fact that he doesn't value the linebacker position, and he just because we got Slay, he was satisfied with that one upgrade. I said before the season started, this is gonna come back to bite us because the secondary has been a major part of why the defense collapses. We can't cover nobody. Golden Tate, freaking Slayton, getting big chunks of yards at a time. Ingram. And then Schwartz just sits there on the sideline with that blank, dumb look on his face, like he don't understand why the defense can't stop anybody.
Yeah, I mean, Slot God was not Slot Godish. Avonte Maddox shows that his height is not equivalent to stop the outside pass, and even Darius Slay got beat with a big one once in this game. So there was 3 big chunk yardage against the Eagles in sad times, 2 on the same possession, and then the one that really sealed the game against Darius Slay. It's sad it came against him. But yeah, man, look, this team got to just focus on defensive players, because I do believe the offensive personnel is there. I believe everybody on offense that can make this team successful is there, minus the play caller. So we got to focus on defense.
Right. So I'm a Carson Wentz supporter, but I'll drag him across the coals when he messes up. My thing is this: Doug with his predictable play calling, and the fact that he doesn't realize that he's part of the problem. The predictable play calling is part of the problem. The lack of adjustments is part of the problem, and it's like he has these brain farts, and I don't understand. He has these serious brain farts where he's like, okay, you know what? I'm gonna throw a screen pass. Oh no, we're gonna run. And I'm like, and then the switching out of Carson Wentz and Hurts. Like, I get it, you gotta throw Hurts on the field because you drafted him you wasted the second round pick, but you throwing off the rhythm of the offense like that.
Facts. Yeah, especially when the running backs are doing the work and you decide to put the quarterback in who gets you on -2. So sometimes it works, but sometimes it don't. You got to know when to do it and when not to do it. And Doug's not the guy to make them calls. But hey, Jason, you hit on the nose. We gotta watch, because our defense is 4th in passing, but it's a little bit under. It's like a lie. It's not really true. Like, we're there because of the stats, and if you just want to go stats and who we played, but we have a lot to desire when it comes to our pass defense. So I appreciate you for coming on, though.
I appreciate you guys.
Peace.
All right, bro.
Lenny D in the building. Who you talking to?
What up? How y'all doing today?
What's going on?
We all not happy.
Better.
I know, man. I just don't get it with Doug and this vanilla play calling, man. Like, it's just so bad. Like, every time we make something happen, it's on the hands of Carson Wentz. It's not because of Doug's play calling. It's on the hands of Carson Wentz because Doug not calling rollout plays. So Wentz trying to make something happen because the offense can't get nothing going because of Doug. So it's like it's starting to look like that Frank Wright was the guy behind the 2017 season. Like, and I love Doug as a head coach, but as a play caller, he's just bad. He's just bad.
Go ahead, Gate. Take that one.
Yeah, I don't know who that directed to, but go ahead, Gate.
Oh no, it's just anybody.
Go ahead, Gate.
Yeah, man. I Doug was not good this game play calling. To me, it wasn't even just the play calling. It was worse. It was worse than that.
Yeah.
It was the actual game plan. Like, he didn't really consider the defense he was playing, what they do well, what they try to limit, and then he didn't really think in his head, then how do you attack that? And I think that is the most indicting, Mike, indict, bro. Indicting thing.
All right. Go ahead, give it to me.
But yeah, I think that was the biggest issue, man, is that he just didn't not only were the players not prepared, it didn't look like Doug was prepared.
It really didn't. And I didn't see no screenplays when they was blitzing Wentz. Like, I was able to see some of the game, but I didn't get a chance to see all of it. But some of the plays I was seeing, like, it's like they were sending pressure to Wentz. So where's the screen at? Like, where's some of the stuff? Where's the creativity at?
Where's the
when Jalen Hurts come in, they already know he's gonna run the ball. Like, at the end of the day, we might not like the pick, but at the end of the day, Jalen Hurts is still a quarterback. He can throw. He can get out there and throw. Like, if you line up Wentz at the other wide receiver spot, they know Wentz is not running no routes. So it's just a waste of time to put Jalen Hurts out there.
Yeah, I mean, or they could be more creative. So I mean, if you're gonna run Hurts, you don't have to put him under center to do that. You can split him out like you're doing with Carson as a receiver, and using him as the movement piece, move him across the formation to give you a look at the defense. You can't do it every time. You can't do it every game. But I certainly think that's more effective than trying to put him back there running zone read when everyone knows that's coming.
Yeah. And the defense just played terrible today. I don't know what that was.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
I just don't zone read that many times if you're on the defense? Like, at what point was it not clearly apparent that's what they were doing?
And that's what I say. Like, even on that first meeting when I made a video on how to beat the New York Giants on the first meeting, like I knew Daniel Jones was gonna run a read option. Like Daniel Jones, that's not his first thing that he'll do is run, but he can run.
Correct.
Yeah, he's like they clocked him on that run he had against us, and he was the fastest recorded quarterback on the GPS reading.
Correct.
That's because Lamar ain't got a chance to get 90 yards. But I mean,
yeah, but even still, the fact of the matter is,
can run. He's fast.
Yeah. I'm not saying that, but come on, there's no way he's faster than Lamar.
Nah, he's not faster than Lamar, but we know he's athletic. No, I'm saying the
GPS
out of our mind
was the highest they had on the season from the quarterback position.
I mean,
Lamar probably hasn't had a chance to take off 90 yards yet, but to get up to that kind of speed. But
hey, Lenny D, appreciate you for coming through, my guy. 100%.
Appreciate y'all for having me, bro.
No doubt. Peace.
All right, bro.
All right, Infamous 2K, what's going on, my guy?
What's up? How y'all doing?
We all pretty crappy.
Yeah, it's been a weird year. Oh, yeah. I have a question for Gate though about the offense. Coming off the bye, we getting a lot of people that we haven't seen because of injuries and all that. Do you think next year against the Browns, or not next year, next week against the Browns, do you think the continuity of the offense and the chemistry and the timing will get a lot better because we have the extra week to prepare?
I think certain elements will be there. So I don't think that the connection between Alshon, Jeffrey, and like Carson's going to get any worse. I think if we can get healthier, if we can get Sumalu back at left guard, a lot of people are sleeping on how important the timing of, between the offensive linemen is, how to get that into that rhythm between those guys when it comes to picking up these, these blitzes and things like that. And I think those things can improve going forward and against Cleveland. I also think that Cleveland's scheme is a lot different from the Giants, and I think there'll be more opportunities to hit them downfield. Mm-hmm. So I wouldn't be shocked if the Eagles' offense comes out and looks a lot better next week. But my question is, and I'll ask you a question in return, is there ever going to be a point this season to where you're going to feel like you can trust this team?
I mean, to me, it depends on injuries and what we do. If Doug, I'm gonna say no because Doug is stubborn. I don't think his play calling is gonna get any better. It's probably gonna get worse. Like I don't see any type of double. Like Jalen Reagor coming out of college, he had really good route running. There's no double moves with Jalen Reagor that we're running that killed the league. Last year, 2 years ago against our corners, and we have common. I'm like everyone hates me for this, but I think DK is not a good route runner, and we have good route runners on our team, but Doug makes them look like their route running is bad because I looked at the passing chart for the last couple of weeks. The most consistent plays that we run for routes is slants and posts. That's all we do all game. It's so, and when defenses look at that, it looks so plain, which everyone is saying, which is true. So I don't think I don't think I could trust this offense this year at least.
I would also say a lot of it comes down to our scheme. And, we're a weird blend of the West Coast and the spread offense concepts. That's, slants and a lot of your, those running back kind of screen stuff and all that kind of stuff, guys. That's all West Coast stuff. But you can also see things like the sail routes, the mesh concepts. That's all spread.
Right.
I don't think we're very good at either one of them.
Correct.
This year.
I have one more thing. Why wasn't Hightower? I don't think Hightower even got a snap this game.
I guess he was the odd man out, which is it's kind of sad to say the least because, you wanted him to get developed. Go ahead, Gate.
I think, you could definitely point out that on vertical routes, if you were going to take those chances, he would have made more sense. But I also agree with you that maybe they should have tried some double move stuff with Reagor. I think Rager is very good at selling double moves. I think that could have given him an opportunity. But I'll be honest with you. Bradbury is a uniquely difficult matchup for a receiver because Bradbury is one of those guys that almost has a 33-inch arm length himself, so he can get in there and get at balls, which is it's an issue. That sounded really wrong. He can get in there and break up passes.
Pause.
Yeah, pause. Hang on. But he can get in there and he can break up passes, and I thought that was going to be, one of those games where it could be kind of tough to get completions on him. But I also didn't like the way that Doug didn't try to match up better. I thought Fulgham and Alshon were better matchups on Bradbury than Rager. I mean, at the end of the day, Rager's still only going to have a 75, 76-inch wingspan. You know, he's not going to have, you know what I'm saying? Like, he's going to struggle with a guy that can get in and break up passes like that. I don't feel that Doug does enough to get receivers open. I think he depends too much on them to win instead of scheming them open, and I think that's an issue in itself. We saw a little bit early on. He tried to hit him with like kind of a weird, like kind of he tried to run like a rub route early in the game, and they just got in and broke up the pass on. I think it was on Rager. They got in there and broke up the pass on him. Yeah, I mean, but we just don't see enough of that stuff consistently.
Yeah,
I have one more before I head out, so you guys can get more people.
Go ahead.
Do you think we should put Michael Jacquet on the outside? Because I think he's like 6'1" and move Maddox or Blanc into the slot position.
I mean, I would, just because it would make me a YouTube god, since I did a video on him long before anyone knew who he was. But, you know, to be honest with you, he's got to earn it. I do think that he warrants playing time, but I don't know that, you know what I'm saying? Like, he's got to show it, but I do think that they should be giving him more looks.
All I'm saying is Frank Wright and John DeFilippo with this offense would look a lot different. This offense would look really good.
Hey, that's 100%. And hey, and Famous 2K, keep grinding too, because we gonna need you to make the NFL and sign with the Eagles, my guy.
Yeah. I'm gonna have to play outside for y'all.
I need that. What do you
just
six,
don't?
What are you 6 what?
6'2". I think the last time I went to the doctors, they said 6'2.5", 6'2", something like that.
Hey, and healthy guys like you can keep growing. So get to that 6'3" and sign up. We got you, my guy.
Listen, as long as y'all don't boo me off the field, if I mess up, I'll make sure to come up.
Hey, it's Philly, bro. It covers territory. You did it for many years. You got to accept it. Just don't play like that. Then I appreciate
you're not an Eagle until you get booed off.
All right. I appreciate you having me. Have a good day.
Peace.
Mike,
appreciate it, man.
Hey, Mike, real fast before you bring the next one up, I also want to put a perspective that we didn't talk about. I'm in the city, and I know the game was in Jersey.
I'll bring the next one up because it's your guy.
I know what's going on. Yo, that. Hey, listen, I know that the game was in Jersey, but I'm in the city. I'm right there, bro. You know how windy it was. Why do you got your guy throwing 40 times in this wind? That's horrible. That's another problem to me with Doug, man. I don't get it, man. But go ahead, be more. What's going on?
What's going on, guys? Oh, buddy. I don't know where to start.
I know you want to start with the name Doug.
No, yeah, you know that. What I want to talk about is for the past 2 years.
You gotta turn TV down, bro. They're going loud as crap.
My TV?
Yeah.
Hold on, give me 1 second. Technology.
This
I apologize.
man had all the time in the world to prepare. He was backstage for like a minute. He just like,
he got the AirPods and the AirPods.
I ain't know my TV was gonna be that loud.
No, it's your AirPods. You know how that is. They pick up everything on the outside.
My AirPods ain't what you listening to. That's from my phone. All right, so put me in the backstage and bring up the next person, and then I'll get back in line. Right. I don't want to hold nobody up.
All right. Hey, Alex, we shouldn't have been behind the whole game. That's the problem. If we would have kept running the football, we wouldn't have been behind the whole game. Now, you want to talk about the fourth quarter, him throwing the football. All right, cool. But we shouldn't have been in that position. That's what I'm talking about, bro. What?
No, you're right, 100%. You run the ball, you stay ahead of the chain, you stay ahead of the score, because every time we score, we ran. But what's going on in Eagles 45?
Yo, what's up, bro? How your day, bro?
Hey, listen, I want you and everybody in the comment section who comes in here, stop asking how we are. We just lost. We are miserable.
I just want to talk about Doug Peterson play calling, man. It's just idiotic, man. Just stupid. Like, we run the ball with Miles Sanders. We get 10, 20 yards every run. Then you go and pass and get about 5 yards. Then on a fourth and 1, you pass and don't get it. Then now they got the ball, and our defense is, I don't know. I think the defense did good this game, though. Kind of.
In spurts.
Yeah, in spurts, I thought they did. Yeah.
I mean,
the first 2 drives were horrible.
I'm a little.
Yeah.
I don't know. How do you guys feel about Nickel Roby-Coleman, man? I don't feel like he can play anymore, man.
Hey, he lost the name Slot God. You can't give your own self a nickname. And
Yeah, but here's
he's
the
not
thing.
playing.
Once again, yeah, but once again, man, it's the scheme, man. Like I seen Darius Slay 10 yards back.
Just
He got out there. I guess he was like, man, we ain't even talking to me. But man, when you look at it, I seen Darius Slay 10 yards back. You know what I mean? I don't never want to see that from Darius Slay, man. Who we got? Okay, my guy back.
All right, you ready to give that hot take?
Is that better?
Yeah. What up?
All right, I want to talk about the last 2 games that we played. Mike, why you laughing? You ain't drinking today.
Yes, I am, bro. I got a halftime adjustment.
He said halftime adjustment.
Listen, and guess who brought it to me? A Giants fan. A Giants fan brought me my bottle.
He knew you was gonna need that tonight.
Yeah, I bet he did. Yeah.
But in the last 2 games, I have seen some adjustments where we come out and we're moving the ball like as quick reads, and we'll go down and we scored a touchdown against Dallas. We score a field goal today. After that, he totally go away from it. I guess he feel comfortable. He feels as though Wentz is warmed up, so we're gonna go back to our basic plan, and it just doesn't look the same. When we usually come out at the half, they usually make more adjustments, and it's still pretty much the same thing. It's no consistency.
Man, that's the crazy part about being a 336. I got a Duke fan down here on the bottom left talking. I got Bergang 336 hitting me up in the comments over here with super chats talking about how UNC took state apart, bro. There's never a day off, bro, out this way, man.
I haven't even made any NC State comments, so
just the fact that you on the screen, though, he feels some type of way.
Yeah, bro, they come at me both
gates.
No, I want to know what y'all think. I know what Philly Fresh think about it because we talk a lot. Michael Wentz hater, so I try not to talk to him about the game. We talk fantasy.
And so
there we go.
We got
another NC State alumni up in the house.
Yeah. Shout out to Simone Stanley. But go ahead, be more. Say it again real quick because I was replying to someone in the chat. Go ahead, one more time.
Shout out to Simone.
I'm talking about how the play calling started the last couple of games and how it's nothing built off of that. It goes back to the doll stuff we're used to seeing from Doug until we get down. And it's like once we get down and he increases the pace of the game, where I think he should look at the tapes and see where the offense is more fluent and be able to build off of that instead of trying to hold the ball and be the time of possession team that we were in the past, because we're no longer that. Like Carson is better when he's making quick reads, when it's a quick pace. So stick to that. Keep the defense on their heels.
And I agree with you. Listen, look, for you thinking I'm a Carson Wentz hater, and I know you just love to throw that in my face, but anyways, because we talk, and guess what?
Mike's
what
making T-shirts.
Anyways, it comes down to this. The coaching is not getting it done. It's not getting it done. And I said this in my preview or in a video this week. I forgot which video it was because I made so many Giants videos. It came down to like his play calling is random.
I heard that video. In that video, you also brought up Carson Wentz and talked more about Wentz than you did Doug Peterson. That's why I say what I say.
Correct, because at the end of the day, going into the bye week, we had 2 guys who got to get it corrected. One, somebody got to stop turning the ball over, and the other person got to call better plays. Yeah. One of them, they all fit in together. Bad play calling causes turnovers. Turnovers call bad play calling. At the end of the day, you cannot. Go ahead.
I've been watching Eagles games all night long. I haven't been asleep but an hour from last night. A lot of the things that Wentz has been doing, that's been causing him to make these mistakes are because of what's around him. It's like a domino.
Giants game. Hey, defend this. Giants game rolls out at the 20-yard line, rolls out. nobody next to him. He can either just throw it away, he can run maybe, but he throws it into double coverage with Hightower for a pick. Explain that to me.
I'm going to explain the play 2 plays before that when he tried to throw the ball to Boston Scott that would have resulted in a first down or a touchdown.
Yeah, but it didn't.
You can't say I'm giving you reason. I said a domino effect. So it's a reason why it's leading to that because they're not executing. He has an offensive line that's not holding up, which they keep saying the offensive line is playing good, which they're not. Like guys batting balls down because he's not getting the lanes he needs to throw the ball off. So if that ball didn't get batted down, Boston Scott would have scored.
Correct. But again, this when we're playing the if game, we don't know what the next play would have been called, and it could have been an ugly play from Doug, which another interception was thrown. We're not sure. We're never going to see because it's not on film. But we do got film of him rolling out, having the option to do many things, but not throw the double coverage pick. And at the end of the day,
do we know that he wasn't trying to throw the ball out of bounds?
Well, then he threw a horrible ball. So
I mean, it was awful windy that night.
All right, yeah, look, but at the end of the day, look, the Eagles are Wentz is not the reason we are 3-5 now and 1. But he contributes in it. It's same with Doug Peterson. But if you give me my number 1 calls, I'm still taking Carson Wentz over Doug Peterson because a $120 million quarterback means more to my franchise than a guy who's refusing to get an OC. That's my final rebuttal.
Hang on, Mike. What? I don't know if I caught that one fully. What do you mean by when you say that? Your number 1 was
Carson Wentz Doug Peterson will go before Carson Wentz because there's more upside in Carson's play than there is in Doug Peterson as a head coach. So if Doug does not get an OC in here,
I think it's 50-50, man. I think it's a 50-50 proposition.
I can't.
No. Fresh, I agree. His play calling, but I'm saying the refusal to get it.
As a head coach, I just want to keep emphasizing.
I said that too. I'm saying his refusal to get an OC in here.
I know. I'm just correcting you, bro. That's what I'm saying. I know you said that. That's why I corrected you.
What I'm saying is, who do you think goes first, Doug or Carson? If it has to be decided,
it's Doug.
That's what I'm saying.
I don't know, guys. I think it's a 50-50 proposition. It depends on the results of the season. Like if the team stops fighting for the coach and stuff like that, then yeah, Doug's toast. But I will say this: while you're not going to move Carson this season, you're certainly not going to move him next season. You can move him the following year.
Yeah, but Doug will be
but you're going to let Doug be the coach all the year?
If we continuously
Mike,
hold on. This is my whole thing. Gate. You just said you can move him in 2022-ish, right?
Yeah.
So I think the organization is going to say, let's get a new coach in here and see if we can get a new coach to inspire Wentz because he's still our valuable thing that we purchased. So we rather get a new coach in here to see because we still want to see if. Yeah.
I'm not saying you're wrong, Mike. I'm just saying that there's other avenues for that. It's not 100% like you're gonna just depart. You know what I'm saying with Doug for win.
Gate,
like,
if you
can go the other direction. It's happened before.
Correct, but if we win 5 games this season, who are you getting rid of? Are you going to run it back next season? Or are you going to get rid of one of them too? Or are you going to get an OC in here?
I apologize, Mike. I don't think I fully caught the context of what you said. Say that one more time, bud.
All right, we're gonna get this on because we still got other people in the chat too coming in. Be more. You answer this one before you go. If who's remaining last? Doug as a play caller or Carson Wentz as a quarterback?
Carson Wentz as a quarterback.
Do you think Doug should be given a second chance if he gets an OC in here?
I think that should be the first thing. I don't think he should just be fired. You have to see what Wentz will look like with an actual offensive coordinator.
Mm-hmm.
Like
I agree.
Doug still has, like Fresh said earlier, Doug still has the locker room. The guys will play for him. So since he like standing on the sideline watching the game, holding his sheet, as just the head coach, he can do that the whole game and let the offensive coordinator be an offensive coordinator.
Hey, I agree with you, and that's what I'm saying. In a sense of that, I think the franchise has more invested in Carson.
Hey, real fast, we gonna get y'all. I see y'all in the private chat. We got y'all. Hold on.
Yeah. There's more invested in Carson, and like you said, I'm going to risk getting rid of Doug as the play caller first. And if that don't work or he doesn't abide by that, then maybe the head coach, because before you say Carson Wentz is the guy that we accidentally paid, you got to exhaust all avenues and you got to see him in a different scheme, which I believe Carson Wentz arm talent is there. It just don't disappear. That's my thing.
I see. Here's my thing though, man. I understand what you're saying, Mike, and there's an element of truth to it, of course. Like the contract complicates things. I get that. But my issue is if you truly believe, like if the front office truly believes this kid is lost, right? Like he's just too risky with the football. He's too turnover prone. I don't think that's going to be the deciding factor, because you can always draft and you can always get another kid underneath a rookie contract to make up for it. I mean, that's just the thing. Especially if you're turning out 3-4 win seasons, then you're playing with fire.
Yeah, but when has he ever shown he's risky with the football other than this year?
Look. I'm not saying that's what's going to happen. I'm saying that we can't say that like it's a possibility for Doug to be fired and then not say that there's still not a possibility.
Yeah. It could be. Listen,
hold on.
First, we gotta get some more people in here though.
All right, I ain't going nowhere.
I catch y'all backstage.
All right,
yo, peace, my guy.
No. But here's the thing, real fast, man. He always been that risky type of guy. Like it's just that the turnovers are coming into fruition now. He plays the same way he has been playing, but he just been more reckless.
Thank you.
It's not like this dude has changed or did anything different since 2016 until now.
The scheme changed. It got worse.
But I also say though, guys,
want to know what changed? In 2017, who did he have in his ear? John DeFilippo. In 2019, who did he have in his ear? Josh McCown. When you look at it, he needs, and everybody can't be the same. Everybody just can't be the person to where though, damn, I'm messing up. Let me do that. Some people just need, come take this walk with me. Let me talk to you for a minute.
Hey, Fresh, you pointed out multiple times that Nate Sudfeld's the only one talking to him. Press Taylor's nowhere to be found. And Fresh, I shout you out every time I say that in my regular videos. I try to be like, I try to give you the prop for that. Or when I say it here, I try to give you the props for that because you've been the first one to really point that picture out. And now you see the national media pointing out and everything. But look, we got some guests in here. Let the guests go ahead and do their thing real quick, only because that's the channel we got now going. Go ahead. Jason Wall. The myth, the man, the legend.
Okay. Yeah, let me ask you guys a question. Do you think that Doug Peterson is stupid?
He sure likes his water bottles. I'll never forget that water bottle press conference thing.
Yeah,
but I mean, what do you mean? So, Jason, let me ask you. Let me ask you to define it better. Like, what do you mean by?
Well, hold on, because there's a reason why I'm saying this is because I think that there is a power struggle going on inside of this team.
Well, yeah. I mean, I think that's apparent. Yeah.
And I think that Carson Wentz is walking around with impunity. You got a bye week that happens right now with a team in first place and a chance to really take a stranglehold on this division. And Wentz goes out hunting.
Say it again. Say the last part again.
Wentz goes out hunting.
He does it every year.
He's got Alshon Jeffrey coming back. He's got Rager, who's just coming back off of injury. He's got Goddard just coming back off injury. He's not worried about getting timing. He's worried about going out there and sitting up in the damn
stand. If I can point one thing out, though, Jason. The NFL players association limits practice.
Hold up.
Yeah.
You're wrong, bro. You're wrong. Let me tell you something. He invited all of them to his house or what cabin or whatever to work on things. So don't tell me Carson Wentz is not worrying about timing.
Yeah, he did it on this bye week.
Bro, he do the same thing he does every bye week. This is what he do every bye week.
What, to go hunting? We're talking about catching footballs.
But hey, guys, there's rules around this. The NFLPA.
We're talking about catching footballs. We're not talking about I'm just saying we're not talking about going and sitting in a damn tree stand. We're talking about catching footballs and getting timing down.
We do this every year.
Real quick.
Listen, here's my thing. Here's my whole point on what I'm trying to say right here.
So the man not supposed to is the man not supposed to have.
Hold up. Give me a second, Fresh. Give me a second, Fresh. Fresh, give me a second. Because this is what I'm saying. I'm thinking that there's a power struggle going on between Doug, Howie, and Carson. Okay? And I think that Carson basically walks around with impunity. Okay? Because everybody wants to talk about Nick Foles getting hot for a certain amount of time. Carson only got hot once. That's it. 3/4 of a season. That's it.
Did you forget
2017? Hold on.
11-2. What are you talking like?
No, that's what he's saying. Yeah, listen, Carson Wentz.
No, you talking about last year?
He's talking about the 17 season.
No, last year he strung together a couple of games. He strung together a couple of games. But really, he only got hot one time.
Let's go to this factor. Gates, say what you were going to say about
5
the bye
games. How many games are in the NFL season?
Jason, give me 1 second, man.
How much do you pay a quarterback? $150 million to get hot for 5 games?
Jason,
so that means that for 66% of the season you can suck dick.
Hold on. Gate.
Let me dispel a few things and put some things in the context. Guys, you have to understand, you can't just go work out at your farm during the season. The NFLPA limits that stuff. That's part of the collective, bargaining agreement, guys. So it's not as simple as that, Jason. To be fair about it.
I do get that. But what I'm saying is that Carson Wentz is the leader of this football team, right? But as the leader, the rest will follow. So if you are nonchalant, the rest of the team is going to be nonchalant right with you. Why? Because they're going to get hot in the fourth quarter? That's not always going to happen. That's not always going to happen. You're not always going to get hot in the fourth quarter. Today's a perfect example of it. 4 for 9 on third down.
Hey, we're losing you, my guy.
Because a lot of this is perception. You're saying that you like. Let me make sure that I'm understanding you correctly, man. Because we've been talking for like damn near 2 years.
We also got to get going.
Your opinion, Jason, is that you don't feel that Carson isn't responding, or he isn't taking it seriously. You still there, man?
I feel Carson Wentz is not working the quarterbacks too.
And nothing he's saying.
No, I think your Wi-Fi is going out, my guy.
You want to know? I'll give you a reason why. Why you decided it was a better option to go back up to Houston Texans than it was to sit there and mentor Carson Wentz because he knows he can't get through.
Hey, bro, your Wi-Fi is going in and out, bro. We barely heard what you were saying. So, look, at the end of the day, Jason Wall, you one of the biggest supporter to all our channels, and I understand the frustration.
I appreciate it. Hold on, because me and him got into back and forth. I appreciate him coming on and giving his feelings, but at the same time, man, I feel as though he's wrong. Like when you look at it, you're making assumptions. You're saying that it's a power struggle. We don't really know if it's a power struggle. We don't know how Doug really feels about Carson. We don't know how Carson really feels about Doug. We don't know how Doug feels about Jeffrey.
Fresh. Check this out.
We can't keep this.
Hold on, Fresh. Check this out.
People coming in.
Go ahead.
Jason, listen.
Check this out real quick, Fresh. Check this out real quick, okay? This week, Doug was asked about Brett Favre's comments, and it took 3 different reporters for Doug to come and have Carson's back. He didn't necessarily support him like that. Okay, and now you remember the draft when Doug was so happy to draft Hurts, and he continues to put Hurts in, and Hurts is ineffective.
Yeah, but it's all to me. It's all wait.
What I'm trying to say is what that is telling me is that Doug doesn't have confidence in Carson.
Well, this is the one reason I can say he must have confidence in Carson. Or to your first point, he's stupid because if you don't have confidence in your quarterback, you run the ball, and Doug refuses to run the ball. Yeah. So look, hey Jason, I appreciate you for coming on. Look, we are all frustrated off this W. Carson didn't win.
Hey, check this out. What if the power struggle? What if the power struggle has so much?
Hold on. You're breaking out. Look, we got to get somebody else in here. Jason Wall, appreciate you for coming on. Listen, I understand your frustration, but at the end of the day, if Doug really doesn't trust him, he runs the ball. But appreciate you, my guy, 100. All right, let's get in. And look, we're going to break some down. We're going to talk with some more people. We're going to try to keep it a little bit more funky fresh. But go ahead. Our guy, offensive lineman in the building, Jalen Williams. What's up?
Oh, you got
What's
the
up, y'all?
specs on today.
Yeah, man. I had to get my eyes a rest, man. But first, Jason bugging. Yo, that's the idea of football. You get what I'm saying? Like, he went hunting. Like, yo, that's no different from him playing video games, man. If you off work, that's your off time. Do what you want to. You get what I'm saying? Now, I can't buy into that. But think about it. I'm also going to use his argument against him. He's saying it's Carson Wentz. For the last 2 years, have we not been talking about Doug Peterson's play calls?
Yeah.
Last year, we said we could have had 3 more wins if wide receivers don't drop the ball. Carson is putting it where he needs to put it.
Correct.
Bruh, Carson is good. I'm talking about as a player. Carson is a good football player. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. He is going through a slump. I 100% understand that. But you telling me that it's not Doug? I think, here's my thing I came to. Doug caught lightning in a bottle twice. He caught lightning in a bottle. The Super Bowl year, he caught lightning in a bottle. That year after, he caught lightning in the bottle. That middle stretch of last year, where the play calls were stale, the only play call that was halfway decent was when he lined up Boston Scott as a deep threat to get a pass interference on the play.
That's true.
It was like a 6-game stretch where Doug's play calling was like WTF.
Patriots, Seattle, Dallas, a bunch of them, yeah.
Thank you. And I'm like, now we seeing it again.
But does it frustrate you, Jalen, that do the outside circumstances frustrate you? Because as I look at Carson, right, and then I look at Doug, it's really hard to grade or judge them because of just how bad the mitigating circumstances are around it all.
It's hard. I'll say it like this. It's hard, yes. But the thing is, some things don't change. You get what I'm saying? So if your play calling is stale with not enough talent around you, and it's still stale with talent around you, come on now. You gotta give.
When I look at this game, play calling was it was horrible. It was.
Hey, real quick. Let me hit this guy real quick. When he overthrew Alshon, if you watch the replay, the ball was clearly tipped. Just to say that, but go ahead.
Yeah.
What I was saying is like, when we look at New England and we look at Seattle, to be fair, we were down the majority of our receiving core. We were down the right side of our offensive line. You know what I'm saying? It was Miles Sanders, like really, that was his first couple of games that he became like the featured back. But, I mean, there's just so many moving parts in those games that, you know what I'm saying, give like, you know what I mean?
It's just really hard to judge that stuff. Real fast, right? We had our bye week last week, right? I got a chance to look at Red Zone. I got a chance to look at other teams. You know, I'm solely invested in the Eagles. You know, and I do a lot of, I do a lot of time watching the Eagles. But when I finally got a chance to watch other teams on Sunday, I seen creativity in every single game by every single team. You do not see that with this team. Everything is so Manila. They know what's coming, and it's easy for them to cover it. But once again, people want Carson Wentz just to be this magic man and go 90 yards every single drive with this Manila type of play calling. Man, and a shout out to B-More because what he said was absolutely right. In the beginning, the first 15 scripted plays, or whatever you want to call it, in the beginning, I seen creativity. That screen pass, I think it was a 4th down. The type of like pick screen pass to Rhaegar to get that 4th down. I love that play. That is a
Gate behind you.
calling play. You know
We ran that play before. Remember Alshon scored on it week 1 of last year.
You got some hand, man.
Hey, wait. All right, Jalen. All right, we got some other people, but listen, Jalen. So
What y'all do?
your overall take is like this. Like, give me your overall feedback about this game.
The play calling failed, and also, I'm not gonna leave Jim Schwartz out of this. This is another game where a quarterback is basically hitting 8 and 9 straight passes and just moving the ball down the field. They're taking advantage of the same damn daggone things. You get what I'm saying? Eventually, it gets old. You know, just think about this. That ain't Aaron Rodgers. That ain't Drew Brees.
That's Daniel.
It's gonna get ugly.
That ain't
gonna get ugly.
Yeah, it can.
Yeah,
you in here. I know you in here, Jim. You might as well come on up. Let's talk.
Hey, Jim.
Come on up. Let's talk.
Yo, could you imagine if it's really Jim Schwartz just comes up on here like, guys, I'm sorry. Hey, but Jalen Williams, we appreciate you, and we definitely gonna get you on some more Battle Birds podcasts because we love your insight 100. And you've been faithful to all of us 100.
Real fast before you go. Real fast, I gotta make it long. How did you think the offensive line played?
That's good.
Exclusively Jason Peters.
Jason Peters was fine. Opeta messed up.
And why was he
the
starting
weak
where he started? Why did he start over Nate Herbig?
I don't know. I can't figure that out. I mean, put it this way. I also found out today Pryor can't pull a save of his life. You know what I'm saying?
No, he did one
still.
joint I like. I ain't gonna lie. I
What?
like one joint that he did to the left. I think it was a run play. It was a Boston Scott run, as a matter of fact. The 50-yard touchdown.
But I'm looking at it in terms of you getting there and making a major difference as opposed to your body just being there. You get what I'm saying?
Herbig was injured though, I guess. So he has a finger injury.
So just answer this real fast. And I know we got guys in here. So Jason Kelsey, on a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being good, 1 being bad, how good did he play?
Those snaps were awful. Those snaps were awful. They cost you 0.3 of a second. You get what I'm saying?
And it cost a first down on a step on his leg.
Exactly. But I'll talk. That's another conversation. It's too long for that.
All right, bro.
But, yeah. But all right, y'all. Y'all be easy, all right, man.
Definitely, my guy.
Man, appreciate you, dude.
Take a shot from me tonight.
You already know. The Eagles cost me my parlay. Trash. Every other team I picked won except for the Eagles. I lost mad money because of my own team. That really hurt.
Yo, read Vic 3's comment real quick.
Vic 3?
Yeah. 548.
Here we go. That's why he turned it off. Go ahead. We got, what's it called on? We got Eminem. What's going on, Eminem?
I'm not too good, guys. I'm not too good at all.
Thank you. You're the first person who did not come on here and ask us how are we feeling. Thank you.
Yeah, man. I really have 2 things to say, or 2 topics to cover. The first one, and I'm trying to keep this PG, but we have some serious morons in this fan base. I kind of wonder if they do the same line of coke that Max Kellerman does before he gives Carson Wentz take. I mean, you guys aren't the only ones saying it, but you guys, people are criticizing Carson Wentz, right? We're giving him his due critique, and then we also criticize, the offensive. But then all of a sudden, people will want to say, if you do both, they want to say, oh no, you're excusing or you're absolving Carson Wentz of all blame. No, dude, it's not black or white. It's not a black or white situation. It's gray. There's a lot of fault to go around, and Carson Wentz, even though he's not blameless, does not deserve, in my opinion, most of the blame. And like you guys have been expressing today, there's other factors of this team that are failing him and his teammates. But that's really what I have to say about that.
I want to say this. I agree. You can't ask for Carson Wentz to be benched without benching a bunch of other people too. So you can criticize certain players, but if you want Carson bench, well, why are we benching this guy and this guy and this guy and this coach and this coach and this coach? So there's a lot of blame to go around, not just Wentz.
Exactly, man. Exactly. And the second thing is Doug's play calling. You know, people have been saying all afternoon that it's vanilla. I actually disagree. It's anything but vanilla. If I were to compare it to something, I would compare it to a chocolate ice cream that's a chocolate ice cream that has candy corn kernels topped with some horchata and some Tabasco sauce. I don't know. And put some pickles in there too.
So let me ask you a question. When you say that, hang on, Mike. When you say that though, man, there's a part of that I disagree with, because to me, it's vanilla because we don't see a lot of. There's just not a lot of pre-snap motion. I'm not saying he doesn't do it at all, but there's not a lot of it.
Yeah, I was going to explain. I was going to explain why. I was going to explain why. And if you notice, my comparison was something that doesn't taste good at all. Of course,
it doesn't go together.
It's so exactly. It's so random. Yeah, it's boring, but it's still random. It's not. I can't call it basic because it's so. When I see it, you're like, Doug, what are you thinking? Where are you getting these plays from? So I think I can't call it vanilla because it's so random.
I think he's saying that sometimes we don't just even get up and run on 3rd and 1. That it's not basic. It's just outside this world.
Exactly. Yeah. It's like he consulted a messed up Ask Madden feature or something. I don't know, but but then
coming through though.
For sure, man. One more thing. I'm definitely on the fire Press Taylor train. I've been on that train since last season. This guy,
bro, I made a video.
Yeah, man, I'm with you.
This dude's a problem.
Man, I've been with you, man. I mean, of course, when I'm saying these things, he seems like he's a nice dude and all, but Carson, he doesn't need a nice guy, and that's obvious at this point. He needs you guys have been saying this all day, but he needs a guy like John D. Filippo to really get at him, to really hold him accountable, buddy with them, as it seems Press Taylor is with them. Yeah. Doug Peterson, of course. Yeah.
You're saying basically Doug Peterson thinks he's Dizzy Gillespie and bebop jazz. In reality, he's a 10-year-old blowing on a trumpet, rocking around his living room.
Yeah.
Who, Doug Peterson?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I think you guys have said this too, but he definitely needs to give up play calling. I think Jeffrey Lurie, I think he sensed that since last year, which is why he brought in all these offensive minds to come in and kind of form this offensive brain trust to kind of see which person and which person's input is best for, I guess, Doug or whatever. I think what we're doing right now with the whole offensive coordinating room is a test to see who will become the offensive coordinator for next season.
Yeah.
So let me ask you a question. Would you let Doug bury himself for the rest of the season, or would you try to salvage the season and strip Doug of play calling?
That's a good question. I think it depends on honestly, I think it depends on his reaction to it. To my understanding, he's like he seems like he's I think it depends on his reaction to it. If he's very stubborn with it, like, hey, I don't want to coach if I'm not gonna be able to play call, then of course have him. See, that's tough to say. But if I were to give an answer, I would say have him give up play calling, like Matt Nagy has given up. Matt Nagy has given up play calling in Chicago. Yeah.
Hey, I agree with you. Look, it's going to come down to that 2021 got to be different. And it's sadly that we played so bad this year. We're still in first place for some reason, somehow. And I'm still going to continue to be the biggest TO on the sidelines, just cheering away because I still want us to get to the playoffs. But appreciate you coming through, my guy.
For sure. You guys take it easy.
We'll try.
If it ain't easy, don't take it.
Hey, yeah. And listen, my guy Philly Fresh, and he's saying this, and I put this on the screen so you can see it through every channel, no matter where you're watching, because we still are live on 3 channels.
Yeah, I had to say that because, man, I see a lot of people calling me out.
So yeah,
if you feel some type of way, you got a platform. You don't got to put your face up there. All your words that you saying when you typing, you can say that right here on this main stage.
And Fresh is only going to rebuttal you. Listen. At the end of the day, we are all Eagle fans. We all have our own different opinions. Unless you're just not an Eagle fan, then we're gonna come at you. But anyways, you know, he'll talk it out. You saw the listen. If he treats the Cowboy fans like that, he'll treat you guys a little bit better. You know what I mean? So he's just gonna rebuttal it. And hey, all you gotta do is click on the link. But we're about to get our next guy on here, and it's a guy who just started a YouTube channel. I shouted him out in our pregame. He had a pregame video. Shout out to Tone DeShields II. What's going on, my guy?
What's going on, fellas? How y'all doing today? Matter of fact, I already know.
That.
I already know.
What's good, Tone? What's good, man?
Yo, listen, man. I'm
baffled.
I was
Come
watching
on, man. You can't get up here. I had the words, man. You gotta say
look, you know what? We have no creativity. We have absolutely no creativity. And like the last guy said, there's plenty of blame to go around. We can blame Carson. We can blame, we can blame Jim Schwartz. We can blame Doug. Like it's so easy to blame Carson, right? Because he throws the ball. It's so easy to. But when you really pay attention, it's deeper than that. It's so much deeper than that. The play calling is so flat, so stagnant, so repetitive. If I see them try to run that play where Jalen Reagor tries to do the wraparound one more time, I'm going to lose it. They ran it like 6 times and they got nothing out of it. Absolutely nothing. Miles Sanders only had 15 carries. He should have ran Boston Scott 3 carries. He's the giant killer. Are you kidding me?
Hey, real quick, Tone. This should have been an easy 25 carries on the ground, 22 for Miles. Actually, matter of fact, 28. 22 for Miles, a solid 6 for Boston Scott. It should have been a 25-plus carry night.
You're absolutely right.
You just can't get that from a Doug Peterson type offense. Go ahead.
And here's my thing real quick. Like, it's like they know Wentz is struggling. They know Wentz has been struggling since game 1. So my thing is, if you understand your guy, your prize commodity, your prize asset is struggling the way he is, and you know he's getting grilled like a sirloin steak. Why are you making him throw the ball 35, 37 plus times? If you know he's struggling with accuracy and so on and so forth, if you know he's struggling the way he is, why aren't you pounding the rock and trying to get him in the rhythm? Play action, throw some slants, throw some things across the middle, we do not throw the ball between the numbers at all.
Roll them out.
Do things to get him in the rhythm. It seems like Doug is just calling plays as like off the hip, just off a whim. It seems like he's looking at his playbook like, you know what? Let's see if this one works. All right, nope. Okay, let's do. There's no continuity with his play calling. There's none.
Yeah.
Nothing. Yeah. I totally agree with you, man. I ain't gonna lie with you. Like it's so frustrating. Like I said earlier, man. Correct me if I'm wrong. Anybody in the chat, if you seen different, let me know. Or come on the stage, this big stage right here, and talk to your boy.
Exactly. So crazy. It's some people that don't get it, bro. My bad.
No. I just want to say this. I just want to say this, Tom. Correct me if I'm wrong. Did you see consecutive runs?
No.
I'm talking about Miles Sanders. I'm talking about Miles Sanders run the ball, get 8 yards. And then now it's 2nd and 2.
And we throw it.
I can only think of one example. It doesn't even really count because it doesn't go into the point you're making. The only example I remember is on a rushing touchdown. We fought up the 2-point attempt with the rush. That was the only one I could think of. The only one I could think of off the top of my head.
I do that. But here's the thing. Once again, you see the Kansas City Chiefs, who a lot of people say is the best quarterback in the NFL, which I gotta cap tip my cap off to Gate City, man, is definitely Russell Wilson. But
Russell Wilson
that's either here nor there, right?
Mm-hmm.
I seen them run the football with this young kid, the rookie kid.
Who you drafted in one of our leagues?
You already know. 8 straight times. They ran the football 8 straight times, and you got a guy in Patrick Mahomes. Why the hell can't you do that?
Right, like literally, Andy Reid knows how to. And see, this is what separates Andy Reid from Doug Peterson. I know people like to say, "Oh, he came from that tree," but there's a stark difference, a real stark difference. Andy Reid knows how to bend his play calling, bend his schemes, bend everything to his personnel. Oh yeah, my bad. Andy Reid gave it up. He's not gave it up.
That's the difference.
But my point is, though. But my point is, real quick.
Go ahead.
The difference between Doug Peterson and a lot of other coaches, like for example, like Mike Vrabel in Tennessee, they know how to bend their play calling and everything to their personnel.
Right.
They morph everything to the personnel. It seems like Doug Peterson is so hell bent on getting his play calls off, getting his scheme through, that he doesn't know how to adapt to his personnel whatsoever.
The personnel that wasn't there, I smacked it up. The personnel that wasn't there, he don't know how to use them.
Right, like bro, you know what it is? He got so much talent. He don't know how to use it. He got so much talent. He don't know how to use it. He's scared. It's like he's intimidated. He doesn't know how to use it.
Gage is willing to get in that state.
Square pin in a round hole. He tried to stick a square pin in a round hole. He's not the type of coach that says, "All right, I know this is good for you," like how he did with Nick Foles, and maybe that was Frank Wright. Nick Foles already said it, so maybe that was Frank Wright. But he's not the type of coach that says, "You know what? You do this good. You do this good. I ain't going to do this because you do this good." He says, "You know what? This is my offense. I'm going to make you do this good." You know what I mean? And it's so frustrating. And that's another reason why, and we already in a bad mood. I don't want to say this name. We talked about him earlier, but it's another reason why I had some type of faith in JJ, I think, a Whiteside, because I just thought that you're trying to use him how you want him to be used. And I see it, man. But
real quick, Tone. So at the end of the day, we're 3-5-1.
That shit is sad.
Let me know. You can let me know your end result take on this game, or just what do you think for the rest of the season, my guy?
I'm gonna be honest. Like I just dropped a video earlier, and I wasn't too optimistic in it. I'll be honest with you guys. In the video, I wasn't too optimistic. I was emotional. I was fresh off the game. Y'all know how passionate I get. Like
the reaction video.
Yeah. Like I when I say fresh off, I mean I literally just
bang boom boom.
But listen, like honestly, seeing how they performed against this Giants team, because let's be honest, the Giants are getting better. We got to get them respect. Daniel Jones
they getting better, but
Daniel Jones had his best game.
Yeah, they're decent. They're decent.
I mean, I'll give them this. Daniel Jones had arguably his best game as a pro. And honestly, I feel like when it comes to just our offense, I know we got the speed and wide receivers, but here's my thing, right? You have Miles Sanders and Boston Scott. Why aren't we using them like an Alvin Kamara or a Christian McCaffrey? Those guys can catch. Why aren't you trying to line them up out? Why aren't you trying to utilize those guys and like get the most out of what you have? Like Miles Sanders was eating all day. Boston Scott was eating all day.
Hey, Tone.
Hey, Tone, you got a fan.
Hey, Tone. Hey, at the end of the day, look, 2 things. We got some other people on here, so give us your last take. And before you fly out, give us your YouTube channel. So we got still 294 people in the chat.
I got you.
Give it to the one and only Simone Stanley, who also has a YouTube channel. And she's like, bro, I ain't subscribing to you if you don't subscribe to me. So make sure you do it.
Ain't say that.
Subscribe. I'm saying it for her. Let's go. Anyways, go ahead and tell us your final thoughts and give us your YouTube page.
So honestly, when it comes to my final thoughts, man, our season is not looking too good. We got the Browns coming up, the Seahawks coming up, the Packers coming up, the Saints, the Cardinals, and the Cowboys and football team, the Washington football team. The way the offense looked today, I don't see the offense doing remotely anything against the teams like the Seahawks and Green Bay Packers. And those teams aren't really good at stopping a run. But knowing Doug Peterson, he won't run the ball. So honestly, maybe we'll win the division. But at this point, I had us going like 5-3. Now, I think we might go like 3-5 at this point. Like 3-5, like 4-4.
He went totally opposite. But go ahead.
Because bro, real quick. Remember I told you 27-17. It wasn't us though. They won 27-17. Like, but real quick, you guys, I appreciate y'all for letting me talk. And vent, man. I'm Tone DeShields II. Y'all check me out on YouTube. Check it up. Where no matter if we win or if we lose, we gotta check
Mike. Mike, I just pulled up. Mike, I just put up Tone. Hey, Tone, I just subbed you up. Hey,
my man, I appreciate that.
Hey, I pulled up Tone's stuff because I was searching for him real quick. So if you want to pull up, so that way they can see what his channel looks like. I hit it for share screen.
Chalk it up, man. I appreciate y'all. I appreciate all this.
I
appreciate that, y'all.
Go ahead, listen, and go ahead. At the end of the day, there it is. First of all, actually, we got it. We even got it. His name is right there. Tone DeShields II. Chalk it up. But go ahead and give us the way you start and end your videos.
The way I start in my videos, man.
I like it. It's fire.
Definitely, man. I appreciate it. At the end of the day, we got to charge to the game no matter if we win or lose. Like, I'm just so grateful for everybody just showing love, bro. At the end of the day, no matter if we win or we lose, we got to just spread positivity. We got to hold our team down, and we got to run with the logo at the end of the day. It's not about the personnel. It's about the logo. No matter who we got on the roster, we got to ball out, we got to show out, and we got to step our game up. It's just that simple, man. Win or lose, charge it to the game. Chalk it up. Tone DeShields II. Lock in, y'all. I love it.
All right, bro.
Appreciate you, my guy.
Yes, sir.
Man.
Peace. All right, so now we got a guy who goes by the name of Superhero 18. I don't know if he can really make us any more happier being a superhero because we already lost, but go ahead. What's going on, Superhero 18?
Hey. I'm sorry.
Give us your take on this game.
Yeah, I wasn't paying attention for a second there. Sorry. As far as the game, I'm just disappointed. I mean, that's the word that comes to mind. How do you not run the football more? When Miles Sanders is just dicing up these guys, juking left, juking right, picking the football up when it was fumbled and getting the first down. Miles was leaving everything out there on the field, and we just weren't getting it done.
Yeah,
and that's sad.
Yeah, I totally agree with you, man. That's really one of my situational football. And not running the football is one of my biggest problems with this that's going on right now. You know what I mean? When you look at it, man, this guy should be having a Derrick Henry stat. He should be having Alvin Kamara stat. He should be having a Cook stat. And he's not getting that because his coach is not utilizing him how he should be utilized. If you had Miles Sanders with the Saints, I guarantee his stats would be crazy.
Yeah, definitely. And Carson too has to stop.
Hey, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
Like, go ahead. Sorry.
Nah, go ahead, Fresh.
No. I was listening to him. Go ahead. You said it got to stop. I'm listening.
Yeah, that second one where you didn't get it, and even if you went for it, it didn't make sense. If you just go with the extra point, you're down 3, and then it's a field goal. Not that it ended up mattering because your defense sucked and you gave up another touchdown. But it's just that situational football, and as long as Doug keeps making these mistakes, even if Carson has a great game, it won't matter because it's these little itty-bitty things that you have to have in order to succeed. And we're not getting that right now out of Doug. So, is it a new offensive coordinator? Yeah, but hear me out on this hot take. We may have to approach the point where we say, Doug, maybe you won a Super Bowl, great job, but at the end of the day, it's the Philadelphia Eagles franchise, not the Doug Peterson franchise. We're inching closer and closer to that with each unacceptable loss. And this is the low point of the season, in my view.
Correct. Yeah, I want to say this, though. I thought the low point of the season was getting a win against the Cowboys, against Ben DiNucci, the way we did. honestly,
No, the low point of the season was week
Yeah,
one.
I'm with you.
Yeah,
no,
no,
the
yeah.
low point of the season was week one.
Yeah, but we still can chalk it up to the fact that you can still use the preseason excuse and all that. It's kind of out the window now. But look, I'm gonna say this though, superhero, you're right. Listen, even if Carson Wentz plays a great game, I think Doug is still. There's gonna be times where Doug just calls the game away from him, no matter if he plays great or not. So it comes down to the fact where it's like, guys, this is going to be the future if there's no changes made in the front office. Because honestly, I'm going to hold on to personnel. I'm going down with the ship. We are not benching Carson. We are not doing nothing to move this roster. This roster can stay the same, especially on offense. I'm mainly saying, and I believe it should.
Mike said he's not abandoning his command.
Huh?
Mike said he's not abandoning his command as he winks at the cocktail waitress. Like, hey, get that ship ready.
No.
Get that floaty ready.
Hey, bro, you don't watch my play-by-plays. You don't know how much I go through because I keep saying they say, Mike, just say bench Carson. And I say, you can't do it. It's too much of an organizational decision. If we're going to lose, I'm going to lose with Carson and evaluate him the rest of the season. That's it. It's no bench Carson to me. Simple and plain.
That's true to a large extent, but with each and every loss going through, I feel like
plain
Say it again,
and simple. Say this with me, man. Plain and simple.
Plain and simple.
There you go.
Plain and simple. You know, those are the words to live by. Plain and simple. If you keep it plain and you keep it simple, you should succeed. So maybe if you can get that to there, don't hit it plain. But my feeling is now at 5-1, 10 weeks into the season, my feeling at this point is this. Whether you play the young guys, why is Quet Watkins not active? That doesn't make any sense. I think he's a talented wide receiver. He's big. He's strong. Just get this young kid in here. Because at this point at 5-1, what do you have to lose? Play all the young guys. Either you're going to make the playoffs or you won't.
Exactly.
It doesn't make a difference.
Hey, I agree.
NDO. So to be fair, me and Reese and I predicted 6-2. Mike and to be fair, Mike and everybody else said 5-3. I would say that Mike's is still in play. I would highly doubt that Reese and I's projection comes true at 6-2 in the second half.
Yeah, but listen, at the end of the day, appreciate you for coming through, superhero. Appreciate you. You know, we need you on the field, I guess. Your name says a lot. We need to get that in somebody on the Eagles team. Appreciate you, my guy.
Thanks for stopping by, yo that.
All right, we got a guy called Eagles Body Bag. And listen, I brought him on here once or twice. He don't let nothing hang out. Here he is. Eagles Body Bag. What's going on, my guy?
What's going on, man? What's going on, y'all?
Don't ask us how we are. Don't ask us how we are.
It's kind of sad that I'm coming off like this because last time I came on your podcast real excited, happy, first time being on here. And it's really embarrassing because I can't get excited with Gate and Philly, and Philly Fresh on here because we pulled off the stupid ass loss on ourselves. We shot ourselves in the foot once again. What is up with the 4th and 10? In the Giants territory too. Like, who is this man? Like, who do you think he is? We have no offensive coordinator. Why are we going through this?
You want to know my answer real fast, bro?
I'm listening up here.
All right, I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna speed through it real fast. To me, it is a struggle with the front office. Jason Wall said it, but he said it wrong. It's a struggle with the front office, and here's what's going on. Doug Peterson, he doesn't pick his coaches. He doesn't pick who he drafts. He didn't pick his defensive coordinator. He was there before he got there. So the only thing that he holds on to with dear life
is that damn Super Bowl ring.
That play calling.
Play calling. That's the only thing that he got. And he is not trying to give that up for anything. And he thinks because, okay, y'all brought this personnel in, y'all gave me all this speed. I'm going to use this speed. Everything is going to be bombs over Baghdad. Everything is going to be straight down the field. And it's not working. You're not using them right. He has the only guy that he got left, bro, is Press Taylor. Out of all the guys that he played with, Frank Wright, D. Filippo, the other dude that got fired, I can't remember his name right now. Out of all them dudes, the only person that is left is Press Taylor, and he is the.
He ain't talking to him. No one is talking to Carson Wentz. No one wants to play with him. I'm.
Yo, I'm hot. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm hot.
You good? Go. Let us speak. Go ahead, get it.
I ain't gonna hold you. I have 5 top commentators, and Philly Fresh are one of them. EDP is one of them. Joey Shakes is one of them. Lord Brunson is one of them. And my first Eagle YouTuber was EDP. Now, some of the stuff he says on there is very raunchy and stuff, whatever. But I was with him when times were rough. The McNabb era, the Chip Kelly era, just the lose it era. Just the fact that we got to deal with this shit. You see this hair? Now, I understand I go through my own shit. I've been locked up. But this is year in, year out. Football, Eagles, my heart, my soul. When we win the game, the week is good. When we
appreciate
lose, the week is bad. The job is bad. Don't talk to me. I don't want to hear it. Don't disrespect me. Yo.
Shout out to you, man.
Offensive coordinator, man. No one is talking to Carson Wentz. And Doug, listen, if he does not give up the play calling to an offensive coordinator, he got to go, man. Listen, man, I could deal with Carson Wentz's bullshit because it's fixable, but Doug is not fixable. He's replaceable.
Ooh, I like that.
That was some fire right there, bro. That was some fire.
We need to get an offensive coordinator, hands down. What happened to Caldwell? What was the dude from the Colts, the old coach?
Ain't nobody signed him. Nobody signed him.
I think he had a heart condition. He had a heart condition. I think that's why he kind of.
So leave him in the press box. Let him go place in the press box.
Gate. What's his name? Riviera. He got cancer. He's dealing with cancer.
Jim Johnson had cancer.
Exactly. Listen, hey, sometimes.
But you know, everybody responds to that stuff differently, guys. You know how it goes.
No, but listen, though, Jim Caldwell was available. He made himself available. He put himself out there that I want to play. And I said, what better place to get here? And listen, when I was calling for Jim Caldwell to come here in the offseason, I said, guess what? This is the best place to be. Because of your heart condition, you can just be a guy who game plans. I was actually going to let Doug call the plays, but with Jim Caldwell game planning with him, being in his ear, so a guy who has heart problems can take second seat, only offer some advice, some game plan, and then it's again because listen, let's be honest. Doug Peterson called the plays in 2017, but I guarantee you, Frank Wright's game plan. No, he did. Listen, body bag.
I don't know. I'm beyond.
He called the plays when he was influenced.
Correct. So what I'm saying is, listen.
The Philly special?
No. The Philly special was.
Yeah, he called it.
Hold on. Nick came up to him and said,
I said that.
Do the Philly special.
Hey, body bag. Body bag.
He was influenced. In 2017, he took people's opinion into consideration and allowed them to help with the play calling, which is what's not happening currently. But can I say, hang on, guys. Can I say one thing? I think this goes back to an original power struggle between head coach and GM, and it's not Doug, it's Chip. It's what happened with Chip Kelly.
But we fixed that.
And I think we're making a lot of mistakes with Doug. Because look, I'm not defending Doug's play calling. It was trash today. But what I will say is this: if you're going to fire a guy, then let the guy do it his way. Give him the guy. He wants to be offensive coordinator. Give him the guy who wants to be his position coaches and let him go down in flames the way he wants to go down in flames, and then hold him accountable.
Yeah, I can get that. I get that.
Yeah. But look, body bag. Before we let you go, we want to get your last take. So, what is your take off this game, and how do you feel, real quick? Because we do got other people in here, but I appreciate you, my guy.
I apologize, man. How do I feel about this game, or just the games that we've been playing? Horrible, embarrassing, and we have the Browns next week. If we lose against the Browns, I don't want to wake up to an Eagles notification on my phone. But Doug Peterson live. No.
Hey.
So to get fired if we lose that game.
You're right.
I think you're right.
Yeah, it's bad enough. The Cowboys game, if we would have lost that to Ben DiNucci, somebody was definitely going to get fired. But this Browns game, listen, man, I'm ready to tank.
He's like, look at it.
I'm ready to tank, bro. Hey, you know what? I'm sorry, I know you got a lot of people, but yo, back then when we was in the stadium, the fans, we had signs. When we really wanted to get rid of someone that was doing bad on the squad, we let it be known. I am asking the Eagles Nation, Gate City, all of y'all, go on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, put it out there. Doug has to give up the play calling or he is gone. Jim is already gone. We ain't even got to worry about Jim. Jim gone. But I am asking because when we used to put signs and stuff like that, we got rid of Andy Reid, T.O., Elson Aguilar, McNabb, we can name it all. But it came from us fans.
Let me ask you a question before you leave. Eagles body bags, before you leave, let me ask you a question. So who would you, because we have 999 coaches, who would you hand play calling over to right now on the staff?
That was Drew Stelly.
You would give it to Deuce?
I would give him a chance. You know why? Because he's been there longer than any other of those coaches ever been in there.
He's also the assistant head coach.
Yeah, but but at this point, listen, what if his offense
and run the football?
Listen,
exactly, Reese. He wouldn't have lost this game by not running.
Look, hey, Eagles body bag. We appreciate you, my guy. Look, we gonna keep it popping with you though. Hey, listen, hopefully the Eagles get some wins. Maybe you know what I mean. You don't go any farther.
The blame is gonna be bad. This is
by the end of the season, you gonna look like this, bro.
All right, yo.
All right, bro. Appreciate you coming by. Yo, that.
All right, yo, look, it was great. Look, I'm gonna let this one come in. I'm gonna let you guys handle him. Ask him a couple questions. When I'm come back up from the stairs, you gotta let it go. Go ahead, we got BLSG in here.
What's up, man?
What's up, guys? I am just so pissed about this loss, man.
What's on your mind, man?
Pissed. I'm pissed about this loss.
Talk about it. We here. I ain't gonna console you, but I'm gonna listen.
I mean, Carson Wentz having terrible passes, holding on to the ball a couple times too long. And the O-line kind of struggling a little bit. When we didn't have a lot more starters.
BL, real fast. Carson was holding the ball too long in this game?
Well, just a couple times. I'm not saying like the whole game. I'm just saying on like some particular plays, like when he got sacked like those 2 times.
Yeah, but some of that was blitz pickup. Like it's not a whole lot Carson can do when the running back doesn't see the outside corner coming, releasing freely, and he doesn't pick up the blitz. I mean, some of that stuff is blitz pickup. It's really protection more than anything. For me personally, and I'll let Reese speak in what he saw. I thought in terms of the decision making, I thought Carson was pretty good. We can nitpick some of the throws and say like, hey, I know some of the balls got batted at the line, but if your mechanics are 100% where they're supposed to be, maybe the ball doesn't get deflected. We can nitpick that stuff, but every quarterback has those in every game. I will say that I didn't look at anything Carson did in this game from a decision-making standpoint and go, why? Why are you doing it? And I may change my mind when I see the all 22, but from the, just seeing the game, I didn't see anything like glaring where I was like, what are you doing? Like, why are you throwing across your body into double coverage? Like, I didn't see any of that kind of stuff this game. Go ahead, Reese.
No. I'm gonna let BL go. I want to hear what else he got to say.
Well, I like that Fletcher Cox got like a sack up the middle, and I think it was like T.Y. McGill who got the other one. We only had 2 sacks in the game. I know Fletcher Cox got the one, and I think T.Y. McGill got the other, but we should get more sacks on this Giants offense.
No, Derek Burnett got a
We should have. We should have.
Derek Burnett got a sack too.
Oh, yeah, Derek Barnett. So 3 sacks, I think. So
a couple guys got home actually. Didn't what's the big free agent signing we had this offseason? I think he got home for a sack.
Hargrave got one.
Yeah,
Hargrave got one too. I don't know exactly how many, but I know it was more than 2 sacks. I don't know exactly how many, but it
might have been like 4 or 5. But apart from that, I need to see more from the defense. I need to see some interceptions from this defense, and for the offense, I just need Carson Wentz to stop getting so stressed. He's so stressed about trying to throw the ball. Like, if you're under pressure a couple times, he held on the ball too long. Throw the ball away. It's a habit he needs to break immediately. He should have broke this habit all the way back in 2018 or so. I don't know what's going on with him, but either he needs to improve, the wide receivers need to improve, or whoever needs to improve needs to do it. And also,
what's up now?
Jim Schwartz, I don't know what to say about him. Terrible performance, with no question. And Doug Peterson's play calling, trash. Serious trash. I need him either fired soon or we need a new head coach. I need him gone soon.
Hey.
I might soon be done with Doug.
All right. So, I waited till you was done, and Carson Wentz did throw the football away.
He definitely did.
You got to really, you got to really look at it. I thought Carson Wentz played a clean game. Now, the thing with me is with fans, us being Eagles fans, we want Carson Wentz to throw the football away. We want him to take care of the football. And when he does that, it's like, well, you wasn't aggressive enough. Correct. But when he's aggressive, we have a problem with that. So it's like Carson can't win for lose. You know what I mean? If he would have played the game that he played today, and we come out with a win because we run the football more, it's nothing that you can say about Carson Wentz. Like I said, I don't really right now. I don't care about QBR. I don't care about passer rating. I don't care about completion percentage. I don't care about none of that right now. I just care about a win. We did not get that win today, and that's the thing that I have a problem with. You know what I mean? But to say Carson Wentz wasn't throwing the football away, to say that he held the football and
that's a little extra.
Yeah. I ain't really feeling that right now. You know what I mean? I mean, you're entitled to your opinion, BL, but I gotta disagree with you. You know what I mean?
Hey,
go ahead, bro.
Real quick, BLSG. So give us your final thoughts, because listen, we got to get these going a little bit sooner because we got a lot of people in here, and we'll probably be here all night if we just keep going like this, because it's a full house down in the stairs. Go ahead.
Well, I mean, I'm not going to take full blame on this for Carson Wentz. I mean, Doug Peterson is a little bit in there. Jim Schwartz could be in a little bit in there, and our offensive coordinator could be in there a little bit too. And Miles Sanders, Boston Scott, and Jake Elliott were the only ones scoring for us on offense and special teams.
All right, facts, my guy. Appreciate you for coming through. He got a YouTube channel. Go ahead and check him out. If you like what you see, hit that button. Appreciate you, BLSG.
Yep.
Appreciate you, buddy.
All right, so look, we about to get these next guys on here. We gonna keep it funky, fresh. I appreciate you guys. I'm not trying to treat you any different. Oh, you know what I mean? It's been a long day. But let's get my guy MJH. He's been waiting patiently. Go ahead and speak your mind, my guy.
Yo, I didn't think I was gonna get in here. What's up?
What's going on?
Yeah, I'm disappointed. I've been disappointed the whole season though, because this ain't Philly. This ain't Philly at all. It's the fundamentals. The fundamentals is gone. I'm talking about everybody. You know, you get people playing here and there, but the fundamentals of this team, the play calling, the coaching, it's kind of ridiculous, because it's like some of you guys said, you can pretty much read what they're gonna do. You know, you can game plan for them easy. You know what I'm saying? They know your weaknesses, especially when you have something like Kelsey's a good player, but they know his weakness. He's a small dude. They double team him or whatever and get through. And I love Carson Wentz, but I mean he just ain't got it this year. You know what I'm saying? I mean I'm mad respect for him, and what he's done in the past, but right now he's as far as his receptions and his turnover, he's at the bottom of the quarterback list, man, and there's something terribly wrong with him. There's something. The little dude said it. He's scary. He's scary.
But let me ask you this though: do you believe it?
He can't win for losing, just like Philly Fresh said. He can't win for losing because when he dial it back, he plays a mediocre game, and he's got a 62 rating or whatever. And then when he try to play hero ball, it's like he kills his team when he makes those mistakes or those turnovers. So it's like, where's that middle? And yeah, it comes down to a lot of the coaching. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of the coaching that's involved with that aspect. And sometimes I question, is Doug dumbing down this game for Carson? Is he dumbing down these plays and making them keeping everything simple and predictable because of Carson, or is it just him? It's like, cause it's like you said, if it go down, of course I agree totally with y'all. He need an offensive coordinator. And, you know what I'm saying? He needs an offensive coordinator to handle that. But I'm like Philly. I don't think he's gonna let it go. You know what I'm saying? I don't think he's gonna let that go. But I wouldn't be disappointed if you put Jalen in to play quarterback. I wouldn't be disappointed.
But MJH, let me ask you this though. So I understand what you're saying. Like at the end of the day, you're like losses piling up. It's just like, why not make a switch?
Right.
But
if you lose,
do you think it's really the quarterback or the guy calling the plays? Because if it's the guy calling the plays, you're talking about putting a more inexperienced guy under the same fire that Carson's been under.
To me, it's the whole team.
Exactly.
They're not playing. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if it's because of leadership, coaching, quarterback, call it whatever you want, but you got some great players on this team, but they just, sometimes they're not playing 100% on each. I mean, you watch some of these, how he just ran up that up the middle, the quarterback and scored that touchdown, and dude's just looking at him, man. You know what I'm saying? But I think it's the whole team. It's a lot of fundamentals is not there. It's basic football that's not there.
Correct.
From Carson all the way down, man. From all the way down. Some people play well certain days. I'm sorry. Go ahead, man.
No. I was just about to say, correct me if I'm wrong. I get what you're saying, and correct me if I'm wrong when I say this, but you're basically saying this team is soft. SOF capital T soft. Like when you look at it, man, like this is not what we're used to when it comes to Philadelphia Eagle football. This is not what it used to. Growing up watching Jim Johnson coach a football team, growing up watching Brian Dawkins just put smackdowns on dudes, like stuff like this doesn't really happen. And even if it does, I seen Daniel Jones, right? I seen McLeod go and try to tackle Daniel Jones. First of all, how does Daniel Jones break a tackle from Rodney McLeod?
Yeah, well, fresh. Read this comment though when you're good. After you're done, finish your thing, but read this comment.
Like how does that happen? A quarterback should never break a tackle unless you're Lamar Jackson or a freakish guy like Michael Vick or a Randall Cunningham or something like that. A quarterback should never break a tackle from a safety. That is soft to me. You know what I mean? And he had a chance to make a statement with Daniel Jones. Don't run this freaking football up this middle again. Or your behind is getting lit the hell up. You know what I mean? And he didn't take, and that made me so mad. And that's the things that you're not going to see on the stat list. That's the things that you're not going to see on highlights. That's the things that you're not going to see on paper. But these are facts. This is facts. It should be no reason that things like that are happening. It should be no reason why this dude is comfortable running the football up the middle of our defense. That's disturbing to me. You think Kyler Murray ain't going? You think Kyler Murray and Baker Mayfield ain't gonna look at that and say, "Oh, what? Oh, they."
Jay Kills trying to get me murdered out here, bro.
That's another thing that you brought up. It's like, okay, one reason I think the team is playing soft is how does Miles Sanders bust through that same offensive line and get his? You know what I'm saying? He get his. You know what I'm saying?
Every running back was getting his.
Line he busting through. You know what I'm saying? That's supposed to be soft or weak. He's getting his. I don't think he had a bad season, a game this season, man. You know what I'm saying? Outside him being hurt, it's like he's getting his. Right? Like, he's got heart. He's doing his thing. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, and then Boston to come in there and get his every now and then. But if it's like he's following off of Miles Sanders' team because he don't always, get them yards like he got today. But he was busting today behind Miles Sanders that 1-2. You know what I'm saying? It's like, dang, man. It's like if Miles Sanders can do it, you know what I'm saying? Right. It's like, where the rest of these guys at, man?
All right, but MJH, and what you're kind of explaining to me is that the run game was working, but somebody on the team, the head coach, decided to limit that. And I thought somebody put it up in the stats. It was like 40-something passes to 19 rushes. You're talking about two guys who are running the ball at will and not getting the carries. So look, MJH, you've got a lot of great points on here. We got to get to some other people, but go ahead. Give us your final thought real quick.
Y'all, that's all I had to say, man. Y'all
appreciate you coming on, man.
Hey, and make sure you subscribe to everybody up in here because we all love you and we all love the flavor.
I got you.
Peace. Right quick. Shout out to the hold on, let's get that super chat in here. Let's get
Why is everyone coming at me for NC State, bro?
So look, he's like,
got Notre Dame up in here coming for me.
Carson got to have that scotch with A-Rod. Yeah, I think Carson really needs. I mean, like somebody yelled at him for hunting, but I think Carson needs to relax because look, hold on. There was a great comment, and I think he kind of pasted it from Twitter. And if it was, it's like 100% what Gate was saying. It was this. Go ahead, Gate, read it.
All right, from Twitter. Wentz played within structure and didn't play hero ball today, which everyone thought they wanted. The problem is the structure sucks. 100%. 100% agree with that statement.
Bang.
Yeah, that's what my point was earlier when I was talking to 2020 a little bit, which is we criticized Wentz for playing outside the structure and playing hero ball. But when he played in the structure, he took what the defense, he got the ball out of his hands when it wasn't there. It resulted in an L, and we could see that there's an issue with play calling. There's an issue with design, right? Getting receivers open. There's an issue with the actual game plan that we make. Mike, first 15 plays, how many points did we put up?
Really?
Got my funeral girl on because we dead, man.
Oh wow! Wait! Before you go, my guy, Big Pain. Go ahead, Gate. Read this since it's to you. Comment.
It's Gate's fault. It's Gate's fault. Cutting the beard, the statue, bruh.
Yeah, I didn't leave it. That was a 2-game winning streak beard.
Come on, bro. Y'all killing me with this, man.
Hey, it is what it is. Hey, listen. As Eagle fans, we feel salty, but we always get up. We get up. We stronger than strong. We gotta, you know what I mean? But go ahead, Big Pain. Give us your big pain.
I'm saying, like I said, I got the funeral gear on, the black polo. Know what I'm saying? I got the shades. I'm saying it's a sad day, man. Like Philadelphia Eagles fan, we just
looking like Men in Black.
It's real out here, man. Like I'm sitting here, right? I'm watching the game, and Gate City Sports, he a stats guy. So it's a stat out there saying that Carson Wentz lead the league in throwaways. So if you mix that in with the
whoa, wait, what?
Yeah, it's a stat out there.
I don't know how accurate that stat is, but I did hear that.
Listen, I haven't looked over anything, but I will just automatically bet my bottom dollar that that's not true.
But even when he throws the ball away, if you add that, right?
Yeah,
because he does throw the ball away more than people give, because we throw the ball about like 48 times a game, maybe. If you get him with the throwaways that he has, plus his forced interceptions, that's a lot of dead plays out there. And whose fault is that? It's not Carson Wentz's fault that the plays is dead. And a lot of people are saying about Jim Schwartz, well, this might be Jim Schwartz's worst game, but for the most part, he's actually been holding us, keeping us in games. It's Doug Peterson at the end of the day. Carson Wentz didn't turn off. I was like saying if Carson Wentz could just limit the turnovers and Dougie P play caller could get better, we could do something. Well, Carson Wentz held up his end of the bargain. He pulled back. Where the play calling now? How was it that going into this game we had 37 yards throughout the season? I seen from LB page off screens. You see them send a blitz one play, second down, you call it play action. Where's the screen? Where the screens at? Why are you calling that? Another prime example of play calling, 3rd and 1. They call it pick play. Now that was almost a pick 6. Now if Carson Wentz would have threw a pick 6, we would have looked crazy. They would have said Carson Wentz got bad decision making. Why not hand the ball off? Miles Sanders and them averaging like damn near 6 yards a carry. It's 30.
That would have been a pick on the coaching staff.
Mike.
Yeah, exactly.
Hey, pull for Big Pain, pull up Jim Schwartz's comments for him.
But it is what it is, man. You know, Doug Peterson, you know, I love Doug Peterson for that Super Bowl, but you know, we need an offensive coordinator, man. It is what it is. The play design is not good. I never thought I would say Doug Peterson's situational calling is bad. I never thought I would say that.
Me either.
And the fact that he doesn't run on 4th down or 3rd and 1, he'd rather QB sneak it with his quarterback rather than running it with his running back. So who knows? Yeah. Now that don't make sense to me. You keep putting Jalen Hurts in there, knowing he's gonna do a read option. He gonna mess around and get both our quarterbacks hurt the way he play calling. You know what I'm saying? And nobody and nobody's
That's
talking
true.
about
You're gonna get hurt.
Kelce. Yeah, nobody's talking about Jason Kelce. Or like at the end of the day, this is not the first time he's been snapping like this. So at the end of the day, you know, it's the players, they had a few drops, a few penalties that killed us, but it's always gonna come back to Doug Peterson, man. You know, that's my big thing on it.
Yeah, so there was something you said I wanted to dive in a little bit on, which is about play calling, which to me, this was the game that broke me for Doug Peterson as the play caller. It broke
Super
me.
fast. Super fast.
Like it broke me. Like I've been trying to defend him, saying like, look, he's got a body of work. You know what I'm saying? Like you got to let him do what he's going to do, but just how bad the decisions were today.
Correct, because you
like I can't defend it. I can't defend it. It just seems so glaringly obvious right now that he's got to relinquish control over the play calling.
Yeah. I agree.
I'm not gonna go as far as to say that Doug Peterson gotta go. Doug Peterson or somebody just put up Kelce gotta go.
Yeah, you can't.
He had a bad game, and for those, I don't know how long a lot of people been Philadelphia Eagles fans.
He's been the one constant.
Kelce, he been holding it down, and he has been the only one on that line. But I'm just saying, in the past, I'm talking about before Doug Peterson, before all this, Kelce was bad when he first came into this league. Overhyped all the time. Like he was really bad, and he got way better. Now somebody did. I can't. The two people before Payne did say something about Kelce being undersized, and he is. And I don't know if he felt that pressure, and he was trying to hurry up and hype the ball, and to get to his guy. But man, when he's struggling like that, I don't need him up to the next level. I don't need him up pulling. I just need him to make sure he get a clean snap. That was too many snaps. That was bad. That could not happen in an NFL football game. One is okay. You know what I mean? I get it. People make mistakes. 2, you're like, hold up now. 3, 4, 5? Oh, hell no. What's going on with you? You all right? Is something going on? You need something to eat? You want to sit down? You need somebody to talk to? You want to call a shrink? Like, what's going on with you? You know what I mean? So, man, I'm not getting rid of him. I think he will bounce back. He's been holding this line down for years.
Ever.
Yeah, and he's been very, very sturdy and stable. I think that he will bounce back. But but this was not his game.
Correct. And listen, and people don't understand how crucial it is. But look, you convert that 3rd and 1, you do not know how the game changes. Maybe we score there. The game complexity could be totally different. But it is what it is. We freaking caught that fat L. Big pain. Give us your last thoughts, my guy.
My thing is, everybody knows how to negate a blitz. Even if you play Madden, you know. You got to run the ball. You got to set up screenplays. I played football for a little bit, not long, but I was a lineman. And if you set out screens and let the lineman go hit people, Kelsey doesn't even have – Kelsey could just snap the ball good and knows that he's running out to the right or to the left. He's not even helping the O-line. He's going to keep calling these shot plays, these play actions. And you got to – it's different from run blocking and pass protecting. When you're pass blocking, you letting somebody come at you, and you got to react to – whatever they send at you, whether it's a bull rush, whatever. When you're run blocking or going off of the screens, you get to run out and hit people. So that's Doug Peterson's fault again for not calling plays that favors this young O-line and even some of these veterans. So that's just that. That's on Doug. This game on Doug Peter me. That's all.
Hey, I appreciate you, my guy, Big Pain.
I agree.
All right.
Be easy, my guy.
All right, too.
Yes, so we got we got a lot of people in here, so we got to get them in, get them out. Listen, we 100% respect your opinions and all that stuff, but at the end of the day, you know, it's about live or die. We eventually got to get off this channel. We got 2 hours and 11 minutes, but we appreciate you guys 100%. Let's go. We got the next caller in. His name is Boo Hoo, and that's honestly how I feel right now. Go ahead, Boo Hoo. Boo hoo. Your mic is muted.
Hey, Solo Bolo, I thought that you was gonna come on, man. He was the reason why I said this. I ain't even gonna lie to y'all.
I would love for Solo Bolo to come on.
He had a whole lot to say. Come on,
Solo Bolo, listen, bro. At the end of the day, look, it's all love. I appreciate you coming in to play-by-plays, the pre-games, the post-games, all that good stuff. Go ahead. Solo. Boo-hoo. I see the thing. Boo-hoo, you good?
What's up, guys? Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you now. You took your mic off. We good.
Good. All right. Listen, Carson Wentz is far from the problem. If you playing with 23 wide receivers in the last 3 years and you think that's normal for a quarterback to go through that, you don't know football. Let's get that out of the way with. And an offensive line that's constantly getting injured, that is not going to win you any games.
All right,
I mean, you was on fire. You done?
Yeah, he was like,
no. Sorry, my thing was acting up. But
go ahead.
You do miss a guy like Frank Reich. You do miss a guy like Frank Reich who helped you with red zone offense, and you have what you call what's his name? What's that quarterback's coach name? John DeFilippo. Did he help with third down offense? If I'm not mistaken.
No. It was a collab from Doug and Wright, but hey, DeFilippo was in Carson Wentz's ear all game, every game,
right?
The whole time,
right. And that was the one thing. And I say Doug Peterson's a good coach, but when you lose those guys and Carson Wentz is losing all these receivers, it's not going to build chemistry within him and the team. And with COVID-19, like destroying training camps, practices, and everything, it's like the cherry on top of the cake. It's just going to continue to get worse for Carson Wentz's development. And yeah, it's just not looking well for him. But people that are saying that Carson's the problem or listening to Max Kellerman, like, come on. But clearly the guy doesn't know football.
Facts.
Yeah. And the reason why he hates Carson Wentz is because of that Joseph Sandal-Likita article, which has been proven to be propaganda. There's no way to back up anything he said.
Hey, so Boo-hoo.
Anything
Boo-hoo.
that he said. Yeah.
Hey, so Boo-hoo, after this game performance, which I know you're not putting on Wentz, and listen, and at the end of the day, it really is not.
He deserves some. Trust me, he deserves some blame. But like in terms of the entire team and organization, there's a problem there.
Fact.
And you can't put that on Carson. He's not the GM. He's not the owner and he's not the coach. He's trying to listen to what the coach is telling him to do so he can execute those plays.
So, in your mind, where do we, as an organization, go from here?
If I'm Carson's agent, I would eye on the Colts. Really, I would literally not waste. I would literally not waste my prime with this team. I'm literally a top 5 talent.
You're an Eagle fan, though, right? You're an Eagle fan, right?
And he needs to have a steady offense on him. He cannot, because this is like Randall Cunningham. If he left, remember, people were favoring Rodney Peete to start over him. And Randall Cunningham went to the Vikings, a better offensive situation, and he got better. He got a lot better with the offense around him. Imagine if he was in his prime and he would have had an offense like that. It just showed you Randall Cunningham wasn't the problem. It was the players around him. He had a terrible offensive line and everything. Sorry, I'm a little sick. That's why my throat's like going, man.
Oh, you're good.
Yeah. So yeah, like if you're gonna blame this all on Carson, like come on, man, it's way bigger than just the quarterback.
So go ahead, Fresh. Give him a question you got.
I mean,
sorry, because I'm really pissed off at the fans right now.
Nah, you're good. You're good.
So other than I guess coaching is at the top of your list, right? Am I right?
Yeah, it's the coaches and the organization. If you really think this organization cares about him.
When you say organization, do you mean Howie Roseman, Jeffrey Lord? Like what do you mean specifically?
It's a mix. It's a mix of both. It's the mix of both, and the medical staff too. You have to put them under certain responsibility because there should be no reason.
We've changed them for the last 3 years.
Exactly. We can't get nobody in here who can help the injury process.
Exactly. Yeah, and then Alshon Jeffrey. People were saying that like Zach Ertz is his number 1 target. Oh, he's his favorite target. He's selfish and all that. But like, they signed Alshon Jeffrey to be the number 1 guy. This is his 3rd consecutive season where he's missed the first 3 games, and first 3 or more games in a season. Like that's not normal for a quarterback to go through that.
True, but I want to point something out. That's not
a guy.
He's missed 3 or more games in 3 consecutive seasons, but not the first 3 games. He was there against Washington last year. Yeah.
He was.
My bad. But he's missed a lot of games.
I know what you mean.
I think that was the only game him and Deshaun Jackson played there.
Yeah.
That was the only game him and Deshaun Jackson played there.
There's so many mitigating
right. So my bad, I forgot about that. But everything else, it hasn't gotten better for him. And if you think that, like I said, it's all about chemistry and it's all about gelling the team together. Like I played center myself. It's not an easy position to play, and you need to know your guys. You need to know the reads. You need to know everything before you go out there and play. And COVID-19 has prevented them from doing that.
You also need to know that your left and right guard knows their blocking assignments.
Exactly. Right. That's why
that's a good one.
Yeah. Exactly. But that's what I'm saying. Like, you got to stop believing in the mainstream media's narrative that the quarterback is everything. Bill Belichick has continued to say good players in every position matters to build a great team.
So real fast. So what would your plan be today? If like your plan to better this team, what would you do starting today?
You would have to strip Doug Peterson from his play calling a little bit.
Who would you give it to?
Give it to either Deuce Staley or Rich. What's his name? Rich
Grandrella.
Yeah.
Rich is my guy.
You're gonna have to. You're gonna have to change things up because I felt like we had a momentum in that game, but when he put Jalen Hurts in the game, that kind of ruined our chance. They're trying to spicing things up to catch up against the Giants.
We
would have scored a touchdown and would have given us the lead.
First of all, we called a timeout when we were hot. we
exactly. That was the problem.
And it was like 12 seconds left on the play clock. I'm like,
we called a timeout when we were hot.
You don't call it when we're about to get a.
Anyone answer me this? As well as Miles Sanders was playing, why did we take the ball out of his hands?
That's it.
Exactly.
We
were running the ball pretty well. And same thing with Boston Scott too. Like I was wondering,
It
like, why
wasn't
is he
pretty
not
well.
turning
He
the
was
ball?
running the ball excellent.
Hey, Philly
Right,
Fresh.
exactly.
Real quick. Boo-hoo, we're going to get your final thoughts and we got to get you going. But, hey, Philly Fresh,
Yeah.
I have
Sorry, I
Miles
was watching things.
Sanders.
My internet been acting weird and my throat's killing me.
Actually, you actually been you've been great on this little phone call, my guy.
Sorry I trolled your past comments, but the Eagles fans in here that are saying, like, bring Nick Foles back, like, you don't get the team aspect of football. Everybody is involved. Everybody makes a difference. It's not just the quarterback.
Somebody in here that said bring Nick Foles back.
Oh, a lot of people.
Everybody says that once in a
There's people-
while.
There's people tonight's been saying it. Yeah.
Chad be wild with that. But, hey,
Yeah,
boo-hoo.
I agree with you.
And Philly Fresh, you don't deserve the hate either, man. You've been right all along. Like, you know, like, you played the running back position. You know how it works and all. Yeah, so people that are trash talking you, they're wrong.
I love the hate though, man. I'm doing something right, man. I love the hate, man. I ain't even gonna lie to you, man. But I want more hate. I want the hate to come on the big stage. You know what I mean?
Underdog.
Boo-hoo.
You coming on, though, man. Seriously.
Hey, boo-hoo.
Yeah.
When I say your name, boo-hoo, it feels like it's a downer, but actually your take on the Eagles.
I don't know. I
was
just
an
randomly
upper.
picked the name.
Hey, I appreciate
Yeah,
you
yeah.
100% though. Hey, great talk, my guy.
All right. Thank you guys so much. It's an honor to be on here.
Hey, it's an honor having you,
We
my guy.
appreciate you, man.
And
All
we
right.
love you. We love you
Thank you.
locking into the channel. Appreciate you.
All right. All right, my brothers. Be safe, all right?
You already know. We
Yo,
on to
that-
the next.
all right, bro.
Peace. Yo, and that's listen, at the end of the day, it's great that we make sure we get locked into what these guys are saying. And shout out to Philly Fresh for actually bringing this about. Because again, I've done it before. Fresh done it before. But hey, he said bring it into the post game. I ain't mad at the game though. Ready? We got the guy named Shadas. What's up?
It's a girl. Hi.
Oh my,
Hey, what's up?
Can y'all hear me?
sorry.
How you doing? How
We
you
hear you
doing?
well.
We hear you.
It's okay. I just wanted to say that I really love you guys. If it wasn't for y'all, I would be still pissed right now. But y'all have me over here laughing. And I just need to say that what the fuck was defense doing? Defense killed me. Especially, what's his name? Jalen Mills. He got to go. Because all he does is just flex like he doing something, and that boy can't. Ooh,
You know what?
just-
Yeah, we're down 10. It's a good time to play.
What is he doing? What are they doing? They suck. Oh my God. I'm sorry. I'm tired of it. I'm tired. Every week my heart just beats. I'm like, okay, we got it. And then we lose. And I'm like, we got it. And then we lose. Oh, I'm just tired. But I just want to tell that I really appreciate y'all and keep doing this more often and forget what the Eagles fans say because half of them don't even know how to play football. They just talk out their ear and I know more than all of them. And I love y'all. Thank you for having me.
Appreciate you. Love you too.
Hey, but wait, before you go, we gotta ask you. Listen, are you fully giving up, or do you still have a
No? I love
slimmer hope?
my team. What's wrong with y'all? I just hate the players sometimes.
Hey, that's it, y'all. That was Mike that asked that stupid question.
No. I was asking because she was like, so much. Listen. We love to hate this team, but at the end of the day, all that matters is this: we gotta be better than 3 teams.
Exactly.
The Giants, the Cowboys, and the Washington no names.
Hey, bring up Jim Schwartz. I think he trying to have a love connection. You hear me?
No, I don't want Jim Schwartz because he don't know how to play football either. I don't know what type of shit he be calling. Him and Doug Peterson need to go together.
Oh, he said, I think she got
somewhere else. I'm tired of them. Shit, y'all have a better chance of coaching them than they do.
Hey, so you really think that he needs to go? But both of them needs to go. Like,
Okay, I say that just give them another chance, like y'all saying, get an OC coach and see how it goes. I'm not just going to throw people away just because they mess up. And plus, COVID really messed us up, so we can't just say here and there. And we don't even have all our people because some of the people, they're on COVID. They don't want to come play such and such. So I can't just say throw him out, but he don't need to be calling plays. I know that because I can see the plays before he even throw it.
Yeah, it's getting frustrating when commentators are calling it out. It's like, come on.
Exactly. And I'm like, can y'all shut up and let the ball play? But then I'm like, damn, what the fuck they calling them? I'm sorry.
They're right.
I'm just irritated. Y'all just don't understand. I be irritated. I be wanting to throw the remote.
All right, so with all the, I know there's a lot of irritation going around in Philly. You know what I mean? It is, but give me your take on Carson Wentz.
You know what? He just needs to stop holding the damn ball and run. Cause I be seeing room, and I'm like, Carson, you could have ran at least for two yards is better than a damn sack. But I don't know. I think he just be wanting to throw the ball downfield so people could be like, oh my God, look at Carson Wentz. He did it. No, boo. 10 yards is better than 2-yard sack. I'm sorry. No.
It's a very good
but
point.
He's good though.
It's a very good point. I feel the same way that when Carson lets the game get away from him, he's trying too hard. Yeah,
that's
fact. Yeah, but I would try too hard too if I had to.
But you see, you can't try too hard because then you're not really thinking. You're overanalyzing, so it's not going to work out because you're trying for it to work out. You have to let it go smoothly.
Yeah, I understand that, but you got to understand that Carson Wentz is put in a very, very bad situation with the injury.
Okay. We all go through it. It's okay, but he's just trying too hard. He needs to calm down. It's not that serious. You lose to win another game, and him overdoing it is killing us, and I don't like that.
So you think he overdid it today?
Actually, I think he did good today. It's just the damn play calling that I don't like, and Doug Peterson need to go sit down with the same play calling that he's been calling every week. Every week he called the same plays. I don't see no specialty, nothing. I heard somebody say that when they watched I think it was you, Philly Fresh. You said when you watch the other games, you see people were creative. I do too, and I'm like, damn, why can't we do that?
Exactly.
Watching the same football, can they at least watch these people and see how they maneuver?
Yeah, I don't care.
Especially with the mobility. Listen, Carson Wentz is not Kyler Murray or Lamar Jackson, but he's an in-betweener. He's an in-betweener that you can get out.
Everybody can run. He can run.
Correct. First of all, listen, when we talk about slow quarterbacks, they're slow to the game, but they're not slow to us. You know what I mean? We're different. We're the regular people in the world. They're still fast. But anyways, look, you roll him out and give it to give him what he wants, and you just don't see it. And again, you can't roll a quarterback out every play.
Right.
We're not asking to roll him out every play, just once in a while because you don't see it. And look, this team.
I need you to roll him out. I need you to roll him out on third down. I need you to roll him out on a fourth and 18. Like if it's 4th and 18, you need to roll him out.
Yeah. Listen, if you roll him out on 4th and 18, you already conceded a game. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, do it when it counts. But hey, Shadas. So how do you feel going forward? Do you think, even though after the bye week we came out and laid this Easter egg, do you think we can turn it around?
I'll say I'll have hope, but I don't know. I can't call it because it's like ever since Doug been playing, after bye week, we always lose. And I watch this, trust me, I study the games. I don't just watch it. I be looking at all the players, seeing what they're doing, the coaches, what they're doing. And it's like every bye week, we're always losing. I don't know what they're doing on bye week.
True.
They look unprepared. It didn't look like we were prepared to play this game. That's the one big criticism I have for the coaching staff is we just did. I mean, just the mental errors, the miscues, all the miscues. Yo, I sat down. I'm not even kidding y'all. Listen, look. I sat down with a notepad just writing down all the miscues I was seeing on the field. Like, I couldn't believe what was happening. I'm like, yo, let me write this stuff down so I remember to bring this crap up.
Yeah, it was a shame. Hey, Doug Peterson, this might not be the chat that you want to be in. You might want to skip this one, big guy.
You might want to posse out.
You might want to get up out of here, Doug.
Hey, Shadas, though, we appreciate you 100%. Look, we love it. Like it's always good to see a female version of the game. But look, we love when the females can lock in and really like discuss the game because at the end of the day, hey, shout out to my wife. She tries hard, but she's like, who's what and what is what? I appreciate you though.
Thank y'all. Love y'all. Eagles fans all day. Eagles, not a player fan, okay? Eagles fan. Win or lose.
Love you too. Thanks for coming on.
Be blessed. Stay safe.
Yo, that. Doug Peterson said you want an internship, Steve?
Yeah, I do. Yes. Very much.
All right. We got Edwin Solano on the mic. What's going on, my guy?
Yo, what up?
What's up, player? Yo, that.
Man, I'm disgusted, man. After a bye week look this bad, it's alarming. It's very alarming. Yeah, I had so much to say that I shut down now.
Man, say whatever's on your mind, man.
But usually a coach has some kind of strength. You know what I mean? Either it's player evaluation, it's preparation, or offense, defense. Doug has no strength at all, man. Or motivation, like no strength. Like, bro, like this was bad. It was bad, man. The only thing he had to do with
I disagree.
You guys are talking about. You guys were talking about like what kind of offense, bro? We just had to run the ball. Like, that's simple.
Right.
And
Yo,
right.
Doug Peterson and Jim
You're
Smith
right.
in the chat.
Yeah, bro. And then the other thing too, man. I think our players are scared to do good now, because if you do good, you sit on the bench.
Correct. If you know what you're doing, we only put you in situational football with situations I cannot explain. Because when you get to the podium, listen, man, and I actually do love Doug. I really do. I'm with Fresh. I think this man is a leader. I think this man needs help, but he's a leader. But when he gets to the podium, listen, we're all going to watch the podium tomorrow, right? Remember this word, No, but Fresh, remember, Every time he says, just tally it. If he doesn't say 25 times in a 10-minute press conference, well, then I will quit YouTube. That's how much.
Don't say that.
That's how much
Don't
confidence
say
I got.
that.
25 times in 15 minutes. Watch.
Yeah, he says that a lot, but I ain't listening to that bull crap. But yeah, Ed, like Mike said, I do think that he's a leader of men. He galvanizes the troops. People play for him. And one thing that I can say is these players be ready. Like, especially on the offensive side, they be ready. Do they make dumb decisions? Is the special teams bad? Yes. But when you talk about guys that they bring up from practice squads, they're ready to play.
Oh, Solo Bolo's in here. Just let you know. Solo Bolo's in here.
That's what I want. You know what I mean? But yeah, he's ready to play. They're ready to play when they bring out. You look at dudes like Boston Scott, Greg Ward, Travis Fulgham, the offensive lineman. Opeta was horrible today, but when you look at it, man, I think he gets his guys ready. Now, play calling, of course, we talked about this. It sucks. But I do think that he does have that quality. People do like to play for him. And people come to this team a lot because of Doug Peterson. You know what I mean? He's a player's coach. He played the game and he gets it. He gets it. When you had dudes like in the past, Malcolm Jenkins come to him like, yo, listen, we need to do this. We need to put pads on. It's certain things that a coach does that can change the whole situation. And I feel as though he need to find whatever the heck that is this year, because he hasn't found it yet.
Bro, I don't know, man. My Lotto did great, sat on the bench. Our player evaluation is just I don't know, it's just frustrating.
So Edwin, coming off this loss, disgusting loss, give us your general thoughts, and we're gonna let you go, my guy. Do you think there's a chance we can just not just win the division, but actually be a good team?
I want to be honest with you. I think if Carson Wentz goes back to hero ball, we'll win about we'll go 500. Yeah, I don't think him trying to be on the offense or trying to make up for Doug Peterson is gonna do it. I think he has to go back to hero ball, throw a couple picks. Who cares? But he's gonna give you 3 touchdowns, 2 picks. I'm good with that.
I'm good with that. I appreciate you like this. You know what? the stats are bad. Forget it. Let's just get these dubs, dirty down dubs. I
Yeah.
appreciate you, my guy, 100%. Keep watching the channels. I know he's a supporter of all three of us. We appreciate you, my guy, 100.
No problem, man. And keep doing your thing, man. You guys doing a great job.
Appreciate you, bro. Know that.
Peace. All right, we got Dennis. Dennis on the mic. What's going on, Dennis?
Yo, what up, y'all?
Yo, that. What's going on?
Not much, not
good, man?
much. Yo, I just want to, first of all, I want to say I watch all three of y'all every day. Y'all drive something. Y'all do a good job. I appreciate y'all.
Appreciate you.
We appreciate you.
Now, let me say this, yo. Look, I'm going to look at it from a different perspective. Look, all right, I know we talk about Frank Reich being here in 2017 and everything. We saw a difference in Carson, right?
Right.
Okay. Now, since Reich's been gone, you don't really see no cohesion with the group. I don't think they really playing together for one. I think Doug do his own thing, Schwartz do his own thing, and who's the other guy? The special teams do, whoever I forget his name.
David Flip.
Yeah. I don't think they all playing together for one. So there's no gelling for his game planning for one, and two, when you have everybody together, like far as on the field, Doug, when he game plan, all right, you see how he abandoned the run, right? Let's paint the narrative. You see how he abandons the run. So what makes you think he's not abandoning the other parts of the game too, far as receivers and tight ends too? Because he just starts going all over the place. What I think is happening is Doug panics. And once again, like y'all, I've heard y'all say it plenty of times, he tried to put shine on Carson. I get it. You know, you want to showcase his talent or whatever. But you're hurting him instead. But not only are you hurting him, you hurting the players as well. Now, the narrative I'm painting is if you're abandoning the run and you're putting all the trying to showcase Carson, you're taking away from the other teammates as well. If your run game is working, all right, you take it out. You take Miles out of the game. All right, then you start going to Fulgham or whatever. And you know what I mean? You take him out of the game, all of a sudden, it's a repeat pattern. He's taking everybody out the game. So when you start taking people out of the game, how you gonna shine? Like Carson, like everybody make it look like Carson. I think it's Doug. Like these people are getting fed up. They were like, yo, why ain't you know what I mean? Like something's working, but you go away from it. Like it's working with Fulgham, you go away from it. You was working with Rigger, you go away from it. And you know, Carson not having that type of consistency, I see it as this. I see it exactly as this. With him not having the consistency like that, he's used to playing hero ball. Like y'all said, he's never had no number one really since he's been there. So he's in that train of thought, that mind state that he has to play that all the time. And that's how I kind of see it. It's not like he wants to do it. It's just been happening so long that he hasn't had that kind of support that he's got that mind state of doing it. Now, y'all tell me what. You know, I'm gonna stop talking because I'm talking a lot. But let me hear what y'all gotta say.
No. You doing your thing, and I want my man Fresh. Go ahead, Fresh. Answer that. Go ahead.
I mean, a lot of the stuff that you said, I agree with. Do Carson Wentz feel as though he got to cover up for a lot of things that's going on, even his own mistakes? Yeah, I feel as though he feel as though he got to cover up for bad play calling. I feel as though he got to cover up. He feels as though he got to cover up, except for in this game, for not having his personnel out there, for having a bad offensive line. You know what I mean? For having bad situational football, for having your offensive coordinator, aka your head coach, go for it on two every single time you score a touchdown. Like, man, I ain't gonna lie to you. It's a lot on Carson Wentz's plate. You know what I mean? And like, he can't win. And I ain't gonna lie to you. After today, from saying what I've been saying in these comments, from seeing what I've been seeing and from my Texas, I'm done. There's nothing else that I can say. If you don't see what I see when it comes to Carson Wentz,
the people that hate him will listen. The people that hate him will never stop hating him until one day where we're a little bit better in situation than we are now, and this man is doing this and that and this and that, and we got the names written down. But it's cool.
I ain't gonna lie to you. I ain't gonna lie to you. Somebody said it earlier about him going to the Colts. I'm telling you, if he go to the Colts, they will win a Super Bowl in the next 3 years.
Oh, with that defense? With that defense?
That's
with
fact.
that defense?
It's nothing to discuss. It's nothing to talk about. And I will be cheering for Carson Wentz. That's fact. I will always be EAGLES, but I will be cheering for Carson Wentz, man. And it's a shame, man. It's a shame. It's a shame that people don't appreciate what we got in this quarterback. You know what I mean? When we had to go through the Sam Bradfords of the world. You know what I mean? We had to like after McNabb, after Vic, really, like who do we have?
We fell off the map.
You know what I mean?
Right.
All right. Nick Foles had that nice little stretch. You know what I mean? Other than after that, it was just garbage. Mr. Buck fumbled himself. Mark Sanchez. These was our quarterbacks. These was our starting quarterbacks. But nobody was giving them all this burn and all this type of hate like Carson gets. After he went to 2, it was one of the main reasons why we won our first Super Bowl.
Yo, the Bills about to come back and tie it up with the Cardinals. Sorry to interrupt, but listen, hey, listen, Gate City, give him your last question, and we got it. We got to get the next one in. But I appreciate you, Dennis, my guy.
You know, last question. What?
Thank you.
I appreciate you coming up.
All right,
last situational thing.
All right. Look, to me, I believe in Carson's talent. I think Carson Wentz has talent that's really hard to find in the NFL. I think the problem is the coaching. I don't think that he's being pushed properly by the quarterback coach. I think you got a guy in there that Doug feels comfortable with and Carson is friends with. Sometimes friends don't make the best coaches. And let's just be real.
Right.
John DeFilippo, for all the crap people can give him, man, he had Carson playing at a pretty high level. I think it's the problem. I think the problem is in that quarterback room. And then, play calling and scheme and all that, of course. But Carson's not playing up to the level of talent he is. If we can get Carson to play at his talent level, we will be in games where the defense just can't stop anybody.
Yeah,
that's where we got to get. That's where we got to get. I just don't know if my fear is that we're not going to see it with the dysfunction we have between the front office and the coaching staff right now. Because somebody keeps pointing this out. And I'll give you my perspective on it. I'll even ask you what you think. Someone keeps pointing this out. We all know Doug should relinquish play calling. Like it would be ridiculous at this point to say otherwise. Like it's so obvious. It's so plain in sight. But because he doesn't have, any kind of really say in personnel, he doesn't even get to choose his own coaches. I mean, what else does this guy really have outside of play calling? I think that they have created this monster not realizing what they've done. And I think there's a lot of things that got to get fixed under the surface that nobody, you know what I'm saying? Like we're not being made privy to. We're not being able to see it. I mean, what do you think about that? Do you think that this function is starting to really leak down through the entire roster now?
Look, let me say this to you real quick. You made a strong point. With everything going on and the way things are proceeding to go, look, I agree. I get it. You dead on. But and with the situation of him not having his coaches and the situation at hand, as far as he's flaking on his quarterback, and it kind of seems like he's secretly giving up in a sense. You know what I mean? Like what do I have? You know what I mean? Besides play calling, but the thing is with that, not only only thing you have is play calling, but not only are you putting your team in a bad position every week, your game plan is not structured for one, and you're making your quarterback look bad. You're making your running backs look bad. To me, it seems like it looks like he doesn't have faith in his play.
Yeah.
That's what it looks like. You know what I mean? By the way he game plans, it looked like he just doesn't have faith in his team. And that all stems from Howie and them not allowing him to have what he wants or the kind of power he's trying to assume or whatever. And it's showing. And it's showing. He has too much on his plate, man. Like, let's keep it honest. He want to be head coach. He want to like do defense. Like, like if you see, like, look, let me say this. You see Jim Schwartz allowing what he did not only today, but we'll use today as an instance. They're marching down the field consistently and stuff like that. Why ain't you saying nothing to him? You know what I mean? Special teams ain't nothing happening. Greg Ward is struggling in the backfield. Why ain't you saying nothing to him?
That's
Only
true.
thing
That's
you
true.
were, only thing you worried about is that play calling, and you're not good at it, Doug.
Correct. And at the end of the day, this is where his play calling, first of all, is so bad / that he's so involved in the play calling, he's not rallying the troops as a head coach. Simple and plain.
Exactly.
But
Exactly.
I appreciate you, my guy Dennis. You came on here and spitting nothing but facts, my guy.
I appreciate y'all. Yo, I love y'all podcast, man. I watch y'all every day. I'm gonna continue to do so. Don't go nowhere on me. Stay here and keep doing it.
Hey, win or lose, we're gonna be here, but there gotta be more wins than losses.
Hey, look, man. Hey, look, it's a win watching y'all.
I appreciate that, my guy. That's tough. That means a lot.
No doubt. Y'all be safe.
Peace. All right, we about to get the one and only Solo Bolo, who comes at me all the time. He's in my play-by-play, always telling me something. I'm ready to bring him on the screen. Solo Bolo, what's good, my guy? Solo.
What's up with it, y'all?
Hey,
yeah.
Solo Bolo.
Where my man at? Fresh, I can't see you.
Yeah, he's back. But listen, Solo Bolo.
Here. I'm here.
Solo. Hey, listen. I will give you this credit. When you know how we do this in the play-by-play, we live
what it do, Philly
in
Mike?
the moment, right? We live in the moment.
Y'all go on the phone.
You know what I'm saying?
Damn, I can't hear y'all. Hold on.
Yo, can you hear us? Yo. You hear me?
Okay.
You can hear me.
Yo. You hear me?
Okay.
All right, but can you hear me right now? Solo Bolo, say yes if you can hear me right now.
Can you hear me right now?
Yeah, I can hear you.
You hear me on the playback.
Solo Bolo, say yes if you can hear me right now.
Yes.
Yeah, I can hear you. You're hearing me on the playback. Come back out and come back in, my guy. I got you right away.
You want me to hang up and call back?
Get out, come back in, and yeah, I got you.
You're hearing me on the playback. Come back out and come back in, my guy. I got you.
Yeah, he was hearing me on the playback. We got a couple people in here, but like, look. Hey, look, we at the end of the day, we can talk to as many people as we want, but man, it still sucks being 3-5-1.
I do feel a little better talking to the folks though, man.
I
I don't feel better about the win. I just feel better as a person. Like even though we was talking about the team, it got my mind actually off the game until I gotta sit there and watch breakdown tape and watch all and just break down tape. I'm gonna be pissed all over again. But it did feel good to talk to all the folks and all that, man. Seriously.
You 100 with that. Solo Bolo, can you hear us quickly? Fact. Yo, Solo Bolo.
He watching on something else, so he got a delay.
I can hear y'all, but you kind of broke up a little bit, man. But can y'all hear me?
Yes, can you hear me right now?
Yeah, I'm
It's good, Mike. Just let him say let him say what he's got to say.
Solo Bolo, give us your take on this team right now. Go ahead, do what you do.
Oh, very undisciplined. A bad coaching, bad quarterback play. I don't care, Fresh, if you want to hear that or not, man. You know, I'm a fourth of the Battle Bird podcast. You dig? You know.
Go ahead, keep going.
But all BS aside, you know, I think that Wentz got exposed when Frank Reich left.
Hey, Solo Bolo, did he get exposed, or did we realize that coaching in this league means more to anybody and everybody than it means to the basketball world, the baseball world, the soccer world? Again, where would Patrick Mahomes be without that guy, Andy Reid? You know what I mean?
No, I hear you, Mike, and I agree with you, 100%. But there comes a point in time when you got to sit back and see it. You know, I don't know if Wentz is a deer in headlights. I don't know if he can't read the field. I don't know if all them hits got him gun shy or what it is. But this ain't Wentz from 2017, and I don't know if that was his climax. You know what I'm saying? Or I mean, I don't know, man. Maybe Fresh can help me out because he seems to be an advocate for him. So please.
Oh, I'm about to help you out. I'm about to help you out. You already know. I got you. I got you.
Listen,
real fast. I know you want a delay. So just listen. Give me about.
I think he's actually good now. I think he's back.
So all right, good. You want to know?
Hold on, real quick. Listen, the Bills scored with like a couple seconds left. Kyler Murray threw a Heck Mary up, and Larry Fitzgerald came down with 3 defenders on him and won the game.
Mike, what's a Heck Mary?
I try to not to scream. I thought it was back.
Hey, listen, man. That's cool and all, but that don't help us.
I know, bro. But my God,
actually hurt us for real. But real fast, Bolo. Listen, let me tell you the difference between 2017 and this. It's not just coaching. It's not just Frank Wright and D. Filippo being gone. What the difference is, the whole year, he only played 13 games. We know that. He had the same wide receivers. He had the same running backs the whole year. It's camaraderie with me. It's not that Carson Wentz doesn't need the best talent. He just needs them to be there every week. You know what I mean? Only person he lost on the offensive line was Jason Peters, and they was doing a switch between Salomalu and Stefan Wisniewski. They were switching back and forth with them. Other than that, his offensive line was there the whole year. So if you give Carson Wentz stability, along with good play calling, we've seen what he can be. It's not like it's not like this dude was just a flash in the pan. He wasn't. It's just the fact that everything is broken down with him. Somebody came here and said, and I had to do the research myself before I say it. 23 wide receivers in 3 years that he didn't throw the football to. That is first in the league. That is horrible. You know what I mean? When you look at it, everybody catches the football different. Everybody runs different routes. Everybody doesn't block the same. You know what I mean? Everybody can't block the same. So it's like you're trying to, every single week, you're trying to learn different wide receivers. You're trying to learn different offensive linemen. You're trying to learn different running backs. And it's like, dude, like enough is enough. Can't no quarterback have stability when it ain't stability around them. It's a full team football. It's a full-team sport. This is the most full-team sport in all the sports. That's facts. You need to lean on so many different people to be successful. It's just not the quarterback. You know what I mean?
All right, Solo Bolo. First of all, at the end of the day, just give us your full take. And you said it, and then Philly Fresh kind of rebutted it, but what's your rebuttal back? And honestly, like, look, listen, I see you in my chats. You're like, oh, when Carson Wentz is balling, you're like, you're for the team. You're not a guy who just don't like Carson Wentz. You're a guy that likes winning.
Well,
I can see it from your chat.
Mike, why don't we get to specifics there? Because like you said that you felt like Carson wasn't playing well. I think there's two sides to this.
I didn't say that. I said
I'm not
Carson
talking about you,
Wentz.
Mike. Relax. I'm talking to Solo Bolo, bro.
Sorry.
So I think there's two sides to this. If you're talking about on the season, I would tend to agree with you. Like Carson's been reckless this season. It's quite obvious. But in this game in particular, are you talking about this game in particular? And if you are, like, what exactly did you have issue with in this game with Carson?
Well, to answer your question, Gay, it's not just this game. And Carson came into the league playing with reckless abandonment. That's one of the reasons that he plays like Brett Favre, or the similarity is there between the two. You know what I'm saying? I see Carson Wentz as a selfish type quarterback.
Hold on. Can I? Hey, Solo, because you my guy 100%. Can I say this though? Can I remind you though that for 3 seasons straight, he only had 7 picks. Yes, you can say some of them seasons ended in less than 16 games, but last year with no talent, with all the opportunity to play hero ball, he still only had 7 interceptions last year. So the reckless abandonment, where is that really coming from? Besides
Mike,
this year?
Mike, let him finish. Because I mean, you can make an argument about the fumbles.
He does play with reckless abandonment, Mike. He doesn't put the team before himself. This is why he runs into contact. He stays. He was injured due to he runs and he does his thing. He tries to extend the play. You know what I'm saying? But all of that, making $100 million, you can't play like that. You can't carry the team every time on your back. You have to trust your receivers. There's plenty of games that I've seen where I've sat back and I watched them and I've seen short stuff over the middle open and he refuses to take it. You know what I'm saying? He plays hero ball constantly. You know what I'm saying? He doesn't throw the ball away. The O-line probably can't stand Carson Wentz because he holds on to the ball so damn long. You know what I'm saying? He throws receivers into contact. Now I'm not discrediting him and saying he's just a bum by no means, because he comes with an elite skill set. You know what I'm saying? But if no one can reel it in for him, with me, it's bird gang or no gang. So I'm not here for Wentz. I'm here for the Eagles. You know what I'm saying? Like that. So you know, when I shit on Carson Wentz, you know, a lot of it is his own fault. And then, you know, Doug's part of it too. But I got a question for you guys, especially you, Fresh. Like, how much of the blame do you put on Carson? Because you like to
for what?
For the where we're at right now.
Wow, that's a good question. I got to give Carson Wentz. I'm gonna say I give him 30%. I give him 30%. And the reason I give him 30%, I give Doug a lot. I give Doug a lot. I give Jim Schwartz some. I give injury some. I give the offensive line some. You know what I mean? It's so much blame to throw around. You want to talk about Howie Roseman having Travis Fulgham and having Travis Fulgham in the not on the roster, not putting him on the active roster for 4 weeks, and you got J.J. Whiteside lining up, but you had Travis Fulgham in the cut the whole year. You know what I mean? That's a problem to me. You want to talk about the fumbles, the turnovers. Man, listen, I'm the biggest Carson Wentz supporter. I know you know this, bro. But I'm gonna tell you like this: I grind him up about that. I grind him up, but my thing is today, when we sitting here today, You know what I mean? And what do we say, bro? You don't turn the ball over. Don't play hero ball. Don't do none of that. He did none of that today to me. And they still come out with they come out with a loss. It seemed like the only time they're competitive is when he's playing hero ball, like in the Baltimore game. The only time they're competitive is when he's trying to will himself to win a football game by doing everything we can with his legs. You say it's selfish. I gotta disagree, because when you got these young kids like a Greg Ward, like a Travis Fulgham, like a Boston Scott, they look up to that dude because you see it on the field when he makes plays with his legs, and even the defense loves it. You know what I mean? You see, you hear them mic'd up. You hear a dude like Brandon Graham and Darius Slay talk about this dude. He wants to win, and I don't think that that's selfish. I don't think he wants to win for him. I think he wants to win because this is my football team, and I want to make sure that I do everything that I can to win a football game. I think he did that in the Cincinnati game. I think he did that against the Pittsburgh Steelers. I think he did that against the Baltimore Ravens. You know what I mean? Now, did he do everything that he can to win a football game today? No, he didn't. Because what did we ask him to do? What did we ask him to do? We asked him to just take what the defense gives you. Just do what other quarterbacks do. Don't be a hero guy. And then we end up. Go ahead.
10 interceptions due to play calling or bad quarterback play? And is there room for him to correct it?
It's definitely right, man. Listen, it's Taj Mahal room for him to correct it. He needs to correct it. Is it play calling? Some of it is, yes. Some of it is, all right. The fumbles, a couple of the fumbles, yes, definitely. Like the 33, the 3rd and 3 against Dallas. I got to get at the play calling. I didn't understand that play call, but it is what it is, man. Some of the interceptions are just stupid, or some of them are stupid plays. You know what I mean? But I see that all through the league. You see Lamar Jackson 2 weeks ago. He had a 2 fumble, 2 interception. Nobody talks about that. Russell Wilson just last week, 2 interceptions, 2 fumbles. Nobody talks about that. I see a guy like Patrick Mahomes, who everybody crowning this guy as the best quarterback to ever play the game, which is ridiculous.
But I don't know their level period though, so we can't even I don't think you can compare Wentz to Wilson or to Mahomes. You know what I mean? So
why is that? Why is that?
Here of quarterback, and I don't think Wentz is caliber. You know what I mean? Does he have a skill set? Yes. Is he a good quarterback? Is he a decent quarterback? Yes. Is he elite? I don't think so. Is he worth?
But would you say that at the end of 2017, if Patrick Mahomes is playing how he's playing right now, right? And then Carson Wentz had his season in 2017, the one that he had, and they come off both of the years. Even all right, Patrick Mahomes' best year, he scored 50 touchdowns and yada yada yada, and then Carson Wentz has 33 touchdowns and 7 interceptions. You're saying that they're not comparable?
I mean, we're talking about. Are you talking about stats? Or are you talking about skill set? Because
I'm just talking about period. Because when you look at it, Carson Wentz was Patrick Mahomes before Patrick Mahomes was Patrick Mahomes. Like when you look at it, he was the one making all of them spectacular plays. Now, is Patrick Mahomes better? Hell yes. Come on, man. I'm like, come on. I ain't even nothing to discuss there.
Right.
But you also gotta understand that he has the best offensive coach in the game, probably ever to coach in the game offensively. Yes, Andy Reid. And not only that, he has all his weapons all the time. None of his weapons ever get hurt. Tyreek Hill, you know what I mean? The dude that they just got, the rookie guy that they just got. When he had Sammy Watkins, like he always had talent. I never seen I went on record saying this last year. I don't know if Mahomes could have did what Carson Wentz did last year, even if he was in the NFC East, with going on that 4-game win streak with a whole bunch of dudes nobody knew. Ain't nobody know no Boston Scott. Ain't nobody know no Greg Ward. Ain't nobody know no who was the tight end?
I'll say this. I like Mahomes. Mahomes was not winning last year with what Carson had to win with. There are some really weird There are some really weird similarities between Carson and Mahomes. Both of them were known as risk takers coming into the league. But circumstance matters. And Mahomes didn't have to be the man right away. Carson did. And I think some of this stuff is playing into it.
Right. So was last year's success due to play calling or due to Carson Wentz being Carson Wentz?
I think it was both. I think I thought down that stretch last season, a lot of people quote the last 4 games because those are the 4 games that we won. But when you really expand it out to over from that bye week, I know we had struggles with New England and everything, but if you look at the circumstances of the receivers and the right side of the line going down, Jordan Howard going down, everything that happened, if you really look at the way that they played over those last 6 or 7 games of the season, they were on fire. We lost the game in Miami we shouldn't have lost, but that wasn't offensively, right? We struggled New England, but if you look at the circumstances of the fact that we were probably going to win that game if Lane Johnson remains in the football game. You know what I mean? Seattle, you can make an argument we were never going to win that game. Lane Johnson, whoever's in it wouldn't have mattered. But when you look down the stretch, I thought the quarterback and the coach found some kind of common ground, and they made headway. I don't feel like that's even happened one game this year for a complete game.
Hey, one thing for sure, 2 things for certain, man. Time will tell it all, you know.
Yeah.
And don't get it misconstrued. Yeah. No, I'm not a Wentz hater by no means. I just want to see my squad win. You know what I'm saying? And if
you frustrated, I get it, bro. And that's why I wanted you to, I wanted you to come on up here to get out your frustration. Talk to the general. Talk to me, man. Let me know how you're feeling. You know what I mean? And you did that, man. I appreciate it because I'm trying to tell you, there's so many people in these comments. There's so many people that be talking heavy. And I give them chances to come up here, and they don't do it. I got to extend my hand to you, man.
Solo Bolo.
I ain't never been one to duck no wreck. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Solo Bolo. You know what I think they should be doing with Carson Wentz? They should be showing Carson Wentz some of Mahomes' film and showing Wentz how Mahomes he'll take the underneath route. He'll take those layups. Now, you got guys like Rager. You got guys like Quez Watkins that can make a play and break a play. You got to use them.
Yeah. Somebody got to go at the end of the year, and I kind of lean toward what Philly Mike said. I see it being Doug before Wentz just because of the investment. And they paid him based on his 2000.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie, man. I like Doug. I really, really like Doug. Just not as a play caller. I just want you. Can you get that up pretty please with sugar on top? That's all I'm asking from you, man. And I get it. This is your last force that you got of having some type of stability and having some type of, being the guy. But man, it was costing for my team to win or lose. I just want to see. Can I see 1 week of Richie Rich calling plays, and then can I see 1 week of Arden Warner calling plays, and then can I see 1 week of Deuce calling plays, and we see who do best. That's all I want to see.
Hey, can everybody hear me?
Barely.
All right, well, real quick. I know it's windy out here. As you see, the reason I was kicked off my computer upstairs is because, as you see, somebody knocked down a telephone pole on my block. So you got the fire hydrant here. You got everybody here rocking out. It's raining. It's windy. You got the fire hydrant here. So listen, I'm going to let you take over this. I'm going to go because at the end of the day, I'm on my porch. As you can see the fire. You see it right there in the screen. But look,
hey, Mike.
I appreciate you guys 100%. Hey,
Mike.
Solo Bolo.
What up, man?
You're not listening. Mike, we can't end it.
Hey,
you have to end it, bro.
Yeah. All right. Well, when you're done, text me and I'll end it. That's what I mean. But I'm not going to be on.
No. Just
we can't pull nobody from.
No. Just stay on for 2 minutes. We about to get out of here.
We can't pull nobody from backstage. We can't see them. Only you can.
All right. Hey, Solo Bolo, though. Solo Bolo, can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
I love and appreciate you, but you know how we are. We have to agree to disagree. And all I'm saying is Carson Wentz in the next couple days, with even the bad play calling from Doug Peterson, is going to show us who he really is. And maybe not just then, because maybe we have to get play call to see, but we're going to find out soon enough. All right?
All right, man. Hey, Solo Bull, appreciate you coming on. Seriously, appreciate everybody coming on this, John. We've been on here for 3 hours. This is like one of them classic BBPs, man. We took it back for y'all. You know what I mean? With a little twist. Shout out to everybody
like old
coming on.
Saturday nights, bro.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. The classic Jones.
Yeah.
Shout out to all of y'all. I don't know how many in here, but shout out to all of y'all. Seriously, everybody that came on this big stage, man. Appreciate it. Hey, man, the Eagles got to get better. If they don't, I don't know what I'm going to do. But I'm going to keep giving y'all content after content after content, and I'm going to keep flooding y'all, man. Y'all already know what it is, man. Appreciate everybody. Yo, that. Stay Philly. Stay fresh, y'all.
Yeah, guys. Steve, Gay City Sports. Hey, man, we appreciate everybody. Hey, 3 hours, man. Y'all rocked with us, bro. Can't say thank y'all enough, man.
I appreciate y'all. Hey, love it. Keep it up, bro.
Appreciate you, man. All right, Mike, you want to take us out?
Hey, everybody left. I appreciate all you guys for coming through, my guys. 100%. Look, the fire hydrant is out. Let's be known. Somebody done crashed into Philly Mike Nation. I appreciate you all. Love, subscribe, hit that like button. You know what time it is. No matter what, we out.